Hello, beauties. How is everyone? Happy Tuesday. I hope y'all are having an amazing day so far. We're just going to go over a few things today that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I understand very, very much, um, or let's just say I'm aware of things that are going on with Michelle Sebate. And I don't want to talk about her too much, but there are some things that I do want to talk about um, in comparison with her and Megamouth because I feel like they are two peas in a pod. They are very, very much the same. And that's why I wanted to do a live stream on this. Okay. So, one thing that I do want to get very clear here. Hey, Mercedes girl. Hey, Care Bear. Hey, Betty. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Rianne. Hey, Aesop's Inspiration. Hey, stranger. Hey, twin thing. How are you? Hey, Steph. It's good to see you. Unfortunately, just passing through as I head to bed, but I wanted to show love and support. Sorry, I've been working a lot lately. Have a great stream. Oh, thank you, Steph. Love you too. Eventually, I'll be going live a lot earlier, I promise, so you can make some streams. Hey, not another housewife. Let's see here. Hey, Missy. Hey, the Scoop too. Hey, Jenny Lee. Hi, Phoenix. Hey, I Hate Peas. Danny Lee. Victoria. Aw, so good to see you. Hey, Sparkle. Hey, Kisme. Nettie. Classy Mimi. Love you guys all. Thank you guys all for being here. Tinkerbell's mom, Cloud, Missy, Kay. So the reason what I want to address real quick is some people, I think you got me twisted up a little bit here. Normally, I don't address things when people come into the chat and they're trolls, or I'll address them real quick and tell them to shut the fuck up, whatever. But here's something I want to make very, very clear to the Molly stands, Molly trolls, whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves. Megamouth started talking about me first. She started slandering me first. She lied on me first. If she didn't want me to speak on her, or if you, as a stan of hers or as a troll for her, if you didn't want me to speak on her, then you should have told her to keep her fucking mouth shut about me. I don't care if she is no longer speaking about me. Do you think I give a shit? I'm not the problematic one here on YouTube. She is. So I will talk about who I want, when I want, anytime I want. And if you have a problem with it, then you probably shouldn't watch. I hope that's crystal clear, because you don't go around lying on people, slandering people, talking about people, trashing people, making derogatory comments about people in the LGBT plus community, all of those things, and think, okay, well, I'm not talking about her, so you must be obsessed. You must be obsessed with her because she's not talking about you anymore. I don't give a fuck if she's not talking about me anymore. I don't care. I never did anything to her in the first place. So instead of her running her mouth about me, she should have kept her fucking mouth shut. And then she wouldn't have had to worry about me talking about her. Or maybe I still would have. Who knows? But you are not going to tell me. First of all, there is nothing about that woman that anybody is obsessed with. Let's get that straight right now. There's nothing about that woman that anybody is obsessed with. The only thing that people are obsessed with is exposing her for the true piece of garbage that she truly is. Okay? And that's it. That's what people are obsessed with, making people aware of how dangerous she is. You think after she has slandered me, talked horrible about me, threatened me, doxed my moderator, first and foremost, which is the most dangerous thing. She doxes everyone, names, addresses, all of those things. Put my mod's house as her thumbnail. Do you really think that I care if she's not talking about me any longer? I never cared when she was talking about me, and I don't care if she's talking about me or not talking about me now. That doesn't change the fact that I'll talk about her when the fuck I want to, because I'm not the problematic one. I don't dox people. I don't go around slandering people, and I don't go around making fun of people and bashing people and talking about their lifestyle and talking about their looks and blah, 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 blah. When she's the last person that should ever be talking about looks, period. All it has to do with, right, Sparkle, all it has to do with is all I said was one thing and one thing only. And it was one sentence. This report is real. And from then on, she doxed my moderator. She talked shit about me. So you can take your asses and stay right over there, because your comments don't work over here, because you know I'll delete your fucking ass comments, your bitch ass comments, because I don't care. Okay? The only one who's obsessed with her are the people who go around trolling other people's comments on behalf of her. Okay? I hope we're clear with that. Okay, so the thing is that Molly has haters because some of us have watched her do this stuff for 4 years. You've seen what she did to the Rusaks and countless others. Exactly. Please, Megamouth was just talking about you the other day, and you hadn't talked about her in days at that point. Thank you, Sparkle, for telling me that. I can always count on you, because guess what? I don't watch her. I don't watch her. I don't care about her. But I do care about exposing her problematic, toxic, cat lady looking self. Okay, that's what I'm interested in doing. Tell him what's good. Tell him what's good for the goose. No pun intended. Is good for the gander. Old time saying. Yep, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't care if she no longer talks about me. She didn't. To be honest with you, the woman was never, to me, in my personal opinion, going to stop talking about me, even if I was to stop talking about her, because I think she's a very jealous-hearted woman, and I think she was jealous from day one. Okay, jealousy doesn't have anything to do with if you have more than somebody or whatever. Jealousy is about the things that you possess inside that people wish that they could be and have, but they don't. Oh, I know they don't have the classy subs. No, they don't. I do. You guys are classy. Yes, please be respectful. Mods aren't playing. That's cute. My grandma said it's behind your eyes. Did she? Washed up wannabe reality. Sorry. Yes, Rianne. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to speak on this tonight, whatever. And I always say I'm not going to keep you guys long, but I promise I'm going to try not to, because I barely got any sleep today. It's been a busy day. So I just want to talk about a few things with Michelle. And I think, obviously, one of the reasons why Michelle Sebate and Megamouth dislike each other so much is because they're so much alike. That's what I think. And I think that Megamouth is intimidated by her because this woman is just, Michelle Sebate is just as, sporadic, spontaneous, but yet at the same time, very controversial, the things that she says, and she says pretty much anything. Today I saw a video where she was like having a phone call with her son in front of everybody. I'm like, oh my God, like, please don't do that. Her son is in, I think, a correctional facility, and she was talking about doing a phone call with him publicly. It's like some of the things that this woman has said, even doing research about her, because I don't watch Michelle either, because she triggers me. So The little bit that I watched today doing research on her, I'm just like, "Oh my gosh," like, it seems as though she's just getting worse and worse by the day, and it is very obvious that there is something deeper going on with Michelle, so I wouldn't be one of the ones that would make video after video about her because I would never feel comfortable with that. It's obvious that this woman has some mental issues, and I'm no counselor, psychiatrist, or anything like that, but I just couldn't see myself talking about her, even though it's content for a lot of people. That's just something that I couldn't do because, um, even though she says the most horrible things, she said something really horrible about um, a cancer survivor. And I seen that particular video. The cancer survivor, I actually know her. She used to do commentary about Without a Crystal Ball. I knew her when I first started doing commentary. Um, I think her name is it Carissa Exposed or something like that. So I've watched her before and everything. And one of the things that I will say is she went up on Michelle Sabate's panel to defend herself, and Michelle wouldn't even let her up on panel. You know, I just feel like the way she was treated, the way that Michelle was bashing her, it was wrong. It was wrong. But then you go to the other side and you look at somebody like Megamouth, and it's like, okay, you are the last person to sit here and talk about, she's bashing a cancer survivor, and she's doing this all to me, in my opinion. What Megamouth is doing is the same exact thing that she did with Without a Crystal Ball. She took advantage and she's taking advantage of the fact that Michelle is so problematic and Michelle does say horrible things. Okay. She's taking advantage of that, trying to look as though she's on her best behavior in some way, shape, or form. And she's using Michelle to make herself look good. That's what I think. I think that has a lot to do with why um, Megamouth has, obviously different channels that are more in defense of Megamouth. Megamouth, she has different channels talking about her, whatever. She's going on channels talking about her. I really truly feel like she's using it to her advantage because Michelle is very problematic. But what she doesn't understand is, okay, you are just as problematic, if not worse. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you exploit victims, you exploit victims' families. Okay. You are completely worse than the majority of creators here on this platform, in my opinion. Her and Without a Crystal Ball, I feel like are neck and neck, but I do feel that she's worse. Yes, I do. Um, you're using the fact that Michelle has obviously mental issues. Michelle has admitted, even though we don't know for sure 100% if Michelle has BPD. However, she did say publicly that she does have BPD. And watching her, she reminds me a lot of one of my best friends that I grew up with that also had BPD, and it was such a huge struggle for her. She was up and down all over the place. So, and it just seems like Michelle has a lot of those characteristics or whatever you want to call it. Um, but I just feel like at this moment, that is exactly what Megamouth is doing. She's using Michelle to make herself look good, just like she did with Without a Crystal Ball. Without a Crystal Ball has a lot of enemies, a lot of people that she has hurt, a lot of people that she has mistreated. Excuse me, a lot of people that she has doxed. And she has a whole community that is very much vocal about her. And when she Without a Crystal Ball and Megamouth kind of parted ways because of drama, whatever. Without a Crystal Ball did some things and they kind of parted ways. Megamouth used that to her advantage, even though the whole time she was just as bad, if not worse, than Without a Crystal Ball. However, you have all of these new people around, and all they see is Molly trying to do her best to be on her best behavior for the new people. excuse me, for the new people that have found her and taking advantage of the fact that Without a Crystal Ball has so many people that cannot stand her, and she's a bigger creator, so there's more videos out there about Without a Crystal Ball. Does that make sense? Oh, welcome to the Glam Fam, Becca. Welcome, beautiful. Thank you for becoming a member. Hey, Juliet. Hey, Smiles. Hey, Cat Hazen. Megamouth is like a cat playing with a mouse. Yes. Hey, Blue Diva. Seems like you are using them both. Yeah. You probably deleted that, but I want to answer that. No. I don't. This is the first time that I have ever said anything about Michelle. But your leader, on the other hand, she has done probably over 50 videos about Michelle. So you can take your hypocritical ass over there and stay over there because you sound stupid, okay? Before you open your mouth, not open your mouth, but before you start typing, getting all gangsta and typing on your keyboard, make sure you do your research beforehand because the only one who looks stupid right now is you. Okay. I'm not saying Krissa isn't sick. I don't know her, but she did come on Michelle's channel stating she sent the money back because she got offered more to do so and did a request fund from Michelle. I don't know much. I did hear that. So the story is that she sent Krissa, that's her name. Michelle sent Krissa a $25 cash app, okay? And then there were people in the chat that told Krissa that if she sent Michelle back the $25 cash app, then they would double it. So there were a couple people in the chat that said that they will double it. Just send Michelle her cash app back. So she sent Michelle the $25 back. And then Michelle started saying that after she sent that $12 back, then she requested, I think, $700 or something dollars from Michelle or something like that. But we don't know if that's true if we don't see the proof, right? Is it lagging? If it's lagging, let me know and I'll back out and come back in again. I just appreciate you guys even mentioning it because it hasn't seemed to matter. And it does. I think maybe substance abuse too. I don't know. I don't like to make those claims if I don't know that for sure. I don't watch Michelle like that. You guys would probably be more familiar if you watch her more. Okay, just making sure. You guys would probably know more, but it definitely seems as though she has some mental issues, and I got those vibes from her when I started talking about her. So before I bring up the few things that I want to show you guys, when I first started talking to Michelle, this was in almost the beginning of the Justice for Vaughn story, and all of a sudden, Michelle started coming over here and was giving me super chats and being very nice. And then one day she came in here and she made a comment. She said something like, I love being over here. You're nice over here. And it's not nice over on Molly's. She said something like that, something to that effect. I don't know exactly word from word what she said, but pretty much throwing shade, right? And this was at a time when Megamouth was, vocal in my chat sometimes. She wasn't in my chat hardly ever. But of course, she's seen that when Michelle had put that in my chat. So when Michelle put that in my chat, Megamouth had came in and said, hey, if you disrespect me again in someone else's chat, you will no longer be a Patreon and you won't get a refund. Okay. She said this in my chat. So then Michelle found some way to get a hold of me and she started messaging me. And she's like, Molly is ignoring me. I signed up for her Patreon. I've been signed up for like a week and she was supposed to give me a wrench. She just now gave me a wrench. I guess she didn't give her a wrench in enough time, something like that. And she said uh, she was supposed to do a life coaching session, and she hasn't even did her life coaching session yet. So she's messaging me telling me these things. I don't know. Like I told her, I said, I don't know Megamouth at all. I said, all I know is that we have a mutual friend. I said, I will pass it along to her. But I said, you've only been signed up for a week. Maybe give her some time because I'm sure she does have other clients. But when I was basically trying to play devil's advocate, I don't know how Megamouth runs her business, how long it takes for her to call people when it comes to life coaching. But I was trying to look at it like, okay, I felt like I felt like Michelle was being very impatient on her end. Okay. So when she said all those things, I'm just like, listen, honey, give her some time. I'm sure she's going to, message you back. Just give her some time. So she's like, no, no, no. This she's supposed to call within a week, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, look, take it up with her. So that's how I met Michelle. And then there were some words that got misconstrued, and she went on Megamouth's panel one night, and she had lied on me and said that I told her something that I never said. So I got on panel with her. I'm like, look, I have our messages and I don't want to show them, but please don't lie on my name, because that's the only way that I will ever show messages is if people lie on my name. And that's when she, apologized or whatever. And it was, she had also threatened to um, commit S, which was, it just came out of nowhere because I wasn't on the panel the whole time. So I didn't know everything that was going on. But regardless, that's how I was introduced to Michelle. And from the moment I was introduced to Michelle, you guys, when she was messaging me, it was very, very like I would get message after message after message after message, and I didn't even know who I didn't know Megamouth at all at that time. I don't know her now. Like I told you guys, I was cordial with her, but I didn't know her, didn't want to know her. You guys know how I felt. I just tolerated her, was trying to be cordial with her for a friend, a mutual friend, but I didn't know anything about her. And she would leave me. It was crazy how many messages she left me, you guys, like so many. And it came to a point where I had to block her. You guys, I had to block her because she was leaving me so many messages. Okay. And the messages she was leaving me had nothing to do with me because, like I told her, I don't know her. I don't know Megamouth. All I know is that we have a mutual friend that's also a Patreon. I don't know what the rules are in Patreon. I don't know how long it's supposed to take her to call you to life coach you. I don't know, but you need to take it up with her. So, regardless, that's how I was introduced to her, from her leaving me message after message after message. So, it was very clear to me, and even now watching her, and even watching her prior to her even becoming a so-called creator, if that's what you want to call it. um at the end of the day, let's be real here. As much as I hate to say this, Megamouth is the one who made Michelle relevant. If she wouldn't have been going on her panel talking about her every day, using Michelle for content like she does everyone else, capitalizing off of someone, capitalizing and exploiting someone. That's what she was doing, exploiting this woman's, mental illnesses, her paranoia, things like that, creating content out of it. If it wasn't for Megamouth, Michelle would not be as well known as she is. Let's be real here. There's clip channels all over that's not even in certain communities that are talking about Michelle, okay, and Megamouth. So I think that speaks volumes. Like, you're the one who very much spoke about this woman day after day, doing content on this woman day after day, exploiting this woman. And I'm not saying that Michelle is 100% innocent. I am not saying that at all. At all. I'm not saying that she's innocent. Michelle has said some horrible things too. Okay. But in that same sense, Michelle is not the bigger creator. She wasn't a creator starting off on YouTube. Megamouth, on the other hand, she's the creator with 70,000 subscribers, which therefore proves my point about this woman. You have a responsibility when you're here on YouTube. Okay, you do. And your responsibility is to be careful with the things that you say and do on your platform with a lot of people watching you. Hold on, let me read some comments before I show you guys something. Okay. I didn't know anything about their history or Chris's illness. I just say someone jump on panel yelling and cursing Michelle. I jumped to defend Michelle. It was poor. It was a poor choice. Yes, it's understandable. We all make we all make mistakes. It happens. I'm worried maybe Michelle is in that. I'm worried maybe Michelle is in that headspace. What do you mean, Nini? I've been there standing at the edge, and all I needed was the green light to end everything. I know how alone one can feel, like they have nobody. I wish that on nobody, even MGL. I agree with that. I agree with that. Do you all remember that she started that whole Michelle video series with MGL, was like in Chicago with nothing to do but eat takeout? Yeah, she's the one. You go on her channel, look at who has all the videos about Michelle. Now, obviously, Michelle has videos about her. She does parodies and different things like that. But at the end of the day, I still hold Megamouth more responsible because she's the one with the bigger platform. And it shows you, excuse me, it shows you the type of things that she does with her platform, how she uses her platform to bully and harass people. Okay, because that's what she does. They did the same thing to me, coming on my channel, leaving, and they still fucking do. Okay, so yeah, there are a lot of people thinking they are working together behind the scenes for each other to gain content and subs, also to deflect from the refund drama. What do you think, Teaya? Wow. To be honest with you, I wouldn't put it past Megamouth. I wouldn't. That's an interesting theory. Wow, I've never heard nobody say that before, but I wouldn't put it past either one of them, but I wouldn't put it past more Megamouth than anything. Exactly, Nettie. And that's how I look at it. Now look, excuse me. Michelle is vulgar. She says horrible things. I have watched this woman, even with the research that I did today. I'm like, oh my Lord. Some of the things that she says, like the things that she even says about her own son who is in prison. Okay. Like I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before, but you know, she does. She says some pretty vile things, you guys, but I still think that the one who is the most responsible is Megamouth. I feel like she's the most responsible. I think she knows how to trigger Michelle. I think, you know, there's been times that Michelle has been on her panel and she has literally said the most horrible things and let people come on her panel to say the most horrible things about Michelle losing a baby a long time ago, constantly bringing that up, talking about Michelle's divorce, just saying anything that they can to trigger her, because guess what? It's good fucking content. And it is good content. Why do you think she continuously talks about her? Right? But still, the two of them are very much the same in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. But hey, Jenny Jen, how are you? I want to show you guys something. Okay, so I'm only going to play the audio. I'm not going to share uh, the thing, but I came across something today that was very interesting to me, and I think it's very important to show this because I don't appreciate, not even appreciate, but let me just let you guys listen to it first, okay? So this is on the Amber channel, which I've watched her in the past. I don't have a problem with her. This is mostly just um Megamouth being on her panel and a statement that she made that I want you guys to specifically listen to. Okay. And I think it proves my point of what I'm trying to tell you, how she's using this woman to make herself look good. Okay.
She decided to go on a rant.
There's Mallory. Yes. Hello, Miss
Mallory, do you know what's going on, my sister?
Vaguely.
We found out. I don't know if you saw this yesterday, or was it today?
No, it was today that I sent. I got sent here.
So she decided to go on a rant yesterday and call you that you are trans and that you
I'm a transvestite.
Yes. And
That's what it was.
And that I'm also a transvestite and all this other bullshit. And Jenny, stay out of my fucking face before I tell Amber to get rid of you.
Megamouth, you are literally the fakest, okay, creator, wannabe creator here on YouTube, okay? So you want to sit there and talk about how Michelle called you a transvestite and called Mallory a transvestite, but yet not even a week ago, you are calling me trans, making derogatory comments about the trans community, okay, the LGBTQ plus community, you and Eddie Monster over there on your panel, Justice for All, saying all kinds of derogatory things, but yet you have the audacity to call out Michelle and what she says about you being a transvestite, even though people thought that that's what you were. You literally said everything under the sun about me simply because she wears makeup. She wears too much makeup. I don't care if I pound makeup on and have to scrape it off with a motherfucking spoon. That doesn't give you the right to go around calling someone trans specifically to insult them. And then, not even just yesterday, you're on somebody else's panel complaining that somebody called you a transvestite and called somebody that is supposed to be your friend a transvestite when you literally say nothing but bad things about derogatory things about the trans community as a whole. You are so phony that it's disgusting to me. Like you're so phony, it shows right through you. How can you sit there and talk about what other people say when it comes to transgender women, whatever the situation is, but yeah, here you are on the panel trying to act like you're all little Miss Innocent, like you've never even said that before, like you didn't talk like you didn't talk shit about transgender women a week ago. Oh Lord, make it make sense, please. Hold on 1 second.
for life. Stay out of my fucking face before I tell Amber to get rid of you for life. I will literally give her $100 to get you out of my face right now.
Listen, I'll co-sponsor that with another $100.
Yeah.
So listen,
Amber, get rid of her, please.
Amber will be up.
So let's just pay everybody, okay? Let's pay everybody to get what you want. Do you think that that's all you have to do is just, throw some money at people and that's when you can get them to do what you want? Maybe some people, but not all. That's why you thought, oh, I gave her $100 super chat, constantly bragging about that. Like, I give a fuck, okay? I was appreciative when it happened, but regardless, what do you want, a cookie because you gave me $100 that I didn't even ask you for, but you want to throw money at people just because Jenny Jen was in the chat and you just couldn't stand somebody being in the chat? The fuck? Let me read some comments here. Teaya, keep things like that store because Megamouth will deny it. And I have the clips. I have all the clips, sweetheart. Thank you, Banana Bicycle seat. I love that. Banana bicycle seat. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Bicycle. Sorry. Email me, TRR. It's probably because of association with us, and I'm really sorry, but I'll help. ASAP, you are projecting. I literally asked you one question, saw what you said, and left it at that. I didn't even at you again. So how you figure I have a problem with you? That's on you. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to have to go back up and see what's going on. I think that Amber and Megamouth are a horrible combination. I heard what they did last night to Michelle on Amber's channel. Who does that? Oh, we know Megamouth does. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Amber. I don't know her. I do like her voice. She has a very, very beautiful voice, but I don't know her. But I do know that Megamouth is trash. That's what I know. They paid to throw me out. That's just horrible. That is horrible. Like, you couldn't just be in the chat. The whiny big baby Megamouth couldn't take you being in the chat. Like, the fuck? Grow up. This isn't freaking elementary school. I don't want to see her. Oh my gosh, get rid of her. Let me give you $100 so you can just get rid of her. Please. I don't care for Molly, but I will say, in my opinion, Amber is way worse with the bullying on whatnot. But then again, Amber is a follower. She does what Molly says to gain views. Like I said, I don't know Amber at all, so I'm not going to really comment on somebody that I don't know, but I know Megamouth. And I do know that she is a horrible person and she exploits everyone. Hey, Bill Yee. It says, yep, and Amber took the money, no integrity. Yeah, that's just, some people, it's about money. You know what I mean? Yes, money makes Molly's world go round. I can't stand her. A cookie. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, girl. I'll help in any way possible. Okay, so let me go up here. I don't know what comment I missed. I'm sure I missed a lot of comments. If it's important, just leave the comment again. But Aesop and Sparkle, I'm sure you guys will be fine and you'll work it out. But if somebody asks you a question, Aesop, that doesn't mean that they're attacking you or anything, dear. They're just probably just asking you a question, I'm sure. And I'm sure Sparkle didn't mean anything by it. She's just asking you a question. Okay, so If somebody girl, get a clue, okay? So if you send me a super chat right now, Cheryl, am I asking you for it? Did I ask you for the super chat? Or did you just send it to me? She didn't send me the super chat with a message saying, hey, as long as you do whatever I say, here's $100. She sent me a super chat and I accepted the super chat. I don't even know how to deny a super chat, but I damn sure wouldn't have denied it even if she gave it to me. There's a difference between her propositioning me and sending me a super chat willingly on her own free will. That's not the same, sweetheart. Comprehension. Okay? It's something that you need to know to be able to make sense out of things that happen in the world, and especially here on YouTube. I can't help you, sweetheart, if you don't understand that if somebody sends you a super chat on their own free will, that ain't got shit to do with me. Okay? So miss me with that, okay? There's a difference. Now, if she would have said in a message, hey, make sure you do everything I say for this $100, then I would have said, take your $100 and shove it up your ass. But that's not what she said. All right. So, well, there, I'll fix that for the mods because I don't, hold on one second here. Hold on one second. Okay, so that should make it better. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Hold your head up high. He is no better than Molly. He calls people trash. He calls people trash. Turn it off. Turn what off, Rianne? Teaya, I've been here for about a month and I have never heard you ask for a super chat. No, I don't do that, sweetheart. I would never do that. That would never be me. Yeah, I did, sweetie. I just would like to have my content speak for itself, but I would never ask anybody for anything. That's not me. Hey, Jen, welcome to the Glam Fam. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. That way we can block them permanently. Absolutely. Oh, really? That's horrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't pay attention to it. Like, I have made it. Thank you so much for becoming a member, sweetheart. I have made it to a point now where, and I've learned this just throughout, the year or so that I have been consistently uploading content, that people are going to have their opinions about you. And that's okay, sweetie. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. All you can do is, I always tell, my mods, who I am very grateful for, I always tell them, look, If it's anything that you feel is something that you think I really need to know, please tell me. But if it's just her generally talking about me or bashing me for my looks and different things like that, that's not something that I need to know. Because at the end of the day, I don't trash people for their looks and talk about their looks because I don't have to. So, just don't worry about it. People are always going to have their opinions about you. People are always going to have things to say. And you just have to take that as it just comes along with being a YouTuber, unfortunately. And even being a YouTuber, I'm open, obviously, for constructive criticism. Like, I don't care if people speak on me constructively, but I think this thing, whatever. But if people are speaking on me and they are bashing me or they're being like really hypocritical and things like that, that's when it becomes okay, you're not just giving constructive criticism. You are literally bashing me. You're literally being hypocritical and bashing me. And you literally did the same thing yesterday. There's a big difference. And then when it turns into that, then that's when I may say something and I may not. But sometimes it's your best bet is to just ignore and pretend like they just don't exist because they don't. And if you're doing commentary about something, that's different. But don't let them get to you as far as doing videos about you and stuff like that, because unfortunately, you can't stop that. You can't stop that from happening, right? Banana bicycle seat. I am going to be doing a lot. I was supposed to do it today, but I got no sleep. So I will be doing a get ready with me tomorrow because I do want to do an update about Jolisa Fuentes, which I'm sure a lot of you know. I covered that case like a few weeks ago, and they did unfortunately recently found her body. It's very, very sad. I was praying for that young lady that they would find her safe and that, but unfortunately they didn't. They are ruling it as an accident, I think. So I do want to talk about that. So I will be on here tomorrow for like a get ready with me. Yeah, don't let them listen. They have said everything about me under the sun, and you want to know how it started? Just from me saying a report is real. So if that's the case, honey, just don't watch it. I don't watch. I don't, it's not necessary for me to watch. I'm not. I'm doing good. I'm worried about Hopi, the real rant room right now. What's going on with her? Is she still in here? I just seen her in here, the real rant room. Wasn't she in here? Tia, what do you think of Molly starting a channel for little kids? She said that it will be. Oh, please. Are you serious? I think that is the most ridiculous idea, and I would never let my child anywhere near her, even to hear her voice. Trust and believe, when my little ones are walking around here, I would never even want them to even hear her voice. It's just no. Okay. I wouldn't even want them to hear her damn voice. Period. No. Disgusting. I wouldn't let my child even hear the tone or sound of her voice, let alone her having like a kids channel. It's as ridiculous as her being a life coach. Amen. She's gonna dress like her grandma with pearls. My cat can't stand MGL's voice. She goes under the blankets. I can't stomach the woman. Oh, you're on the phone with who? Mo knows best. Who are you on the phone with? Hold on, I'm just reading your comments and I'm going to show a couple more things here. Is it lagging? I'm new to YouTube. You are classy with your channel, your mods, and you seem very respectful. Thank you, Gretchen Lynn. I appreciate that. How are you liking YouTube so far? Hold on, let me go through these comments real quick. Hey, Outside the Box with Chloe, welcome. I think she's going to plagiarize Mr. Rogers, and she best be checking with his family first. They never let such a vulgar woman use his words. That's what I'm saying. How, like, for someone who says the F-bomb with every other word, like, how are you going to have a kids channel? Like, that's the last thing. I would never in a million years. So there is specifically something that I want to show, and I forgot to get a hold of Science Girl. So I am going to go to the specific live with the Science Girl because I want to show you guys something. And it's the reason why I have the thumbnail like the way that I have it, because like I said, I don't want, sorry, I didn't want to cough in you guys' ear. I don't want to do too much, like speak too much about Michelle. I just do think that her and Megamouth are very similar in a lot of ways. I think that Michelle definitely, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. People are going to do whatever they want to do. She's just the type of person where I feel like she needs to log off and take care of herself. I don't see it ending very well with the going back and forth between her and MGL. But in the same sense, I just don't want it to turn bad, because I do feel like with Michelle, she's more, in my opinion, I think she's more vulnerable. And the reason why I think she's more vulnerable is because you can tell that she definitely gets triggered very easily. She has, has admitted that she has a mental illness. So I think I just, in a lot of ways, even though she says horrible things, that doesn't take away from the fact of me feeling bad for her. And I think the reason, in a lot of ways, not completely, because she says horrible things, she does, but I do feel bad for her in a certain way, because I feel like everyone around her is using her. Not everyone. I do feel that some people that watch her are genuine, but the way that the way that she's even attacking the Science Girl, when the Science Girl does nothing but try to give her genuine advice about YouTube, about, if you want to do something about any kind of harassment and bullying from Megamouth side, then you need to stop going back and forth with her. You can't take someone to court if you're going back and forth with them and calling them names and making the same type of derogatory comments towards them. You can't do that. No judge is going to look at you as if you need protecting in any kind of way or you're threatened in any kind of way. If you're going back and forth, you're not scared if you're going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You're not worried if you're going back and forth. So, which makes total sense. I feel like the science girl literally just tried giving her advice from a genuine place. And now every single time she can, anytime she gets a chance, she's always bashing the science girl. Her head has got tremendously huge because she has gained a lot of subs. She has a lot of viewers, and that's one of the reasons why I feel like Megamouth is very intimidated by her, because at the end of the day, people like to watch a mess. They just do. And with Michelle, in a lot of ways, she is a mess. However, I still feel bad for her in a lot of the positions that she's in. You know, it's never easy to go through a divorce, even though I've never been through a divorce, but it's never easy. Excuse me. She has a son who, obviously, she lost a baby a long time ago, something that it seems like she's never gotten over. Which, who would get over something like that? Like, it's very traumatic. That's a very traumatic thing to go through. And then she also has a son who is in prison right now, you know, and who struggles with drug addiction. And just to honestly, in her defense, you guys, I want to tell you guys something that's very, very important. My brother struggled with addiction for 20 plus years. Okay. He put my mother through hell. Okay. And my family's very well known where I live, and my brother has definitely had his fair share of getting in trouble, things like that. This was even before he started struggling with addiction. And it's another story for a different day. But a lot of people come down on Michelle because it seems as though some of the things that she's doing, like she won't send him money for his books and different things like that, because she's afraid that he is going to, that her son is going to get feed his addiction in prison, things like that, which that can happen. One of the things that my mother had always wished that she did with my brother was show him tough love, because when you're enabling an addict, unfortunately, it gets worse. So the only way I would look at Michelle in her defense of her stating she won't send him any money, I get where she's coming from on that, because my mother was the same way when her son went to prison. It was hard, but she had to show him, look, either you are going to help yourself, but I'm not going to help you go to your grave. Okay? And it's a story that I will share with you guys, and you know, maybe he'll come on and share it as well with me, and we'll talk about it. It was a really traumatic time for my family, but all I'm saying is I get what she's saying. Sometimes you have to show your child tough love. And by showing them tough love, it means sometimes you can't give them any money. Now, as far as her saying, calling him names and calling him a just horrible, I've heard her one day calling her son all kinds of names and blaming her son for her divorce, all kinds of stuff, like, oh Lord have mercy. That's a whole live in itself. All I'm saying is that cut her some slack with her son, because I know what that's like, and I watched my mother struggle through night after night, worrying about her child, worrying about where he is. I am proud and happy and very, very blessed to say that my brother has been sober for over 15 years now, and he is doing amazing. And excuse me, it was a long journey for him, and he is doing absolutely amazing now. He's successful, and I'm so very, very proud of him. However, it was a struggle for a long time, you guys. And my mom, because growing up, my mom was always very successful, so she always did what she could for her kids. Um, and it was hard for her to say no to him, but ultimately she saw that she was the one that was helping him go to his grave because she's constantly handing him money, every excuse in the book. And an addict is good at that. They're good at finding different excuses. So all I'm saying is that cut her some slack with that. But as far as some of the other things that she says, like I said, that's for a different day. People need to learn drugs do not discriminate. And if you have never loved or raised an addict, they shouldn't speak on it. It doesn't just destroy the addict, it destroys the family. Absolutely. Absolutely. You said it 100%. You are 100% right. And that's what it was. When people like come down on her and say, you're not going to send your son some money. It's not what you guys think it is. It's not that easy to do that. It's just not. And you have to know what it's like in order to know where she's coming from. And I get where she's coming from with that. I do. Yes, my mother did. My mom did, because he has been sober now. Could have been a little bit over 15 years. And yes, my mother got to see him be successful and recover before she passed. So thank you for asking me that. There are awesome parents out there that have raised their kids good, and the kids still end up having addictions. Can't always blame the parents. I agree with that too. My family went through the same thing. My sister used for 37 years and died with it. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Where'd that comment go? You guys, I'm sorry. Sometimes the comments get. Thankfully, my parents passed away years before and didn't see it. Thankfully, your brother got clean. Yes, he did. And I'm very, very proud of him for that. We have our problems, but I will always be so very proud of him for fighting through a very, very long battle of addiction. And he should always be very proud of himself. And I always tell him he should be proud of himself. That's awesome that your mom was able to see him sober and clean. God's work. Yes. My mother was able to help him, like she helped him, but she helped him to help himself. Like it came to a point where she was always giving him money, always giving him money. And then she finally seen, wait, I'm not going to continue to give him money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done giving him money. I'm going to cut him off. So she had to cut him off for a little bit. And then she ended up helping him to help himself, helping him to go back to school and things like that. So on his channel, because I'll strike him. Yes, I will. The real good, he will see this. Absolutely. April White. Why can't people just leave her alone knowing she's not okay? Most of our kids have been bullied. It's gut wrenching. I just don't understand. Yes, go ahead and say whatever you want to in the chat. Somebody send me the link. But regardless, that is how I feel, and I'm going to show a couple other things. But I feel like when it comes to Michelle, I don't want to behind the stream, but stopping by to say hello. Hey, Makeup Mobster, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. If what was I saying? Oh, I just don't feel comfortable talking too much about Michelle. I think she does have a lot of amazing qualities, but I feel like she should turn it off. She needs to turn off YouTube and go and, help herself, because it does seem like she gets triggered very easily. It seems like she's going through a divorce, different things like that, and people say things purposely to her to hurt her, to easily get her triggered. So I feel bad when it comes to those types of things. I think it's not going to turn out well for her going back and forth like this. I think it's not a good idea. In a lot of ways, some maybe she could be trolling when it comes to certain things. All I'm saying is that excuse me, this was more about me talking about how much her and Megamouth are alike. I think they are two peas in a pod. I think that they say things very similar to each other. They say very hurtful things to each other. And how in the fuck are you going to sit there and talk about what she says about the LGBTQ plus community and all that kind of shit when you just said it a week ago? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay. Okay. Hold on one second here. I'm going to pull something else up. Shit, I can't find it. Hold on, you guys. Michelle can never go legal on Mega because Michelle continues to run back to her panel. She would not have a case. I agree with that, Becca. I have said that many and many a times. I have said that. Yep. I love Makeup Mobster. I think she's very cool. You guys are being. Who are you guys? Yes, Justin's watching. He emailed me because of what I said here in chat just tonight. What? He emailed you because you're in chat? Is that what you're saying? Well, if anybody wants to come up on panel and say something to Justin, here's your chance. Just let me know in the comments. But hold on, you guys. I want to find the specific video, and I should have saved it, but I didn't. So hold on. I won't mute it, though. She's a mod. Oh. She's a mod for him? Okay, hold on one second. What you gonna do, Jaundice, when she kicks your ass to the curb like everyone else? You'll be nothing without her. No one wants to actually watch your video. I don't understand what the hell you're streaming me for. I don't stream you. What the fuck you streaming me for? Nobody's talking about you. Seriously, someone emailed Justin and tattled on someone in chat? You know, that is someone who thrives on YouTube drama. Strange. I had said on my live earlier, all the stuff I had seen from the gay community, their hate and disgusted. He of course made it like I was hating. Went and streamed me and Molly's and have people come in mine. All I could say is that it's very, very hypocritical to sit there and talk about, how, you have a friend, seems like a very pretty woman who is, trans or whatever, but yet here you are making nothing but derogatory comments as an insult to somebody. It's, like I said, make it make sense. That's all I said. Otherwise, I could care less about them. They streamed me earlier and twisted something I said to create hate and be victim. Well, I'm sure that's what they're doing now. I'm going to go, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and say that they're doing the same exact thing. But here's the thing. Don't try to put any kind of words in my mouth, okay? Because I don't speak on people that I don't know, okay? And if you go back, that's exactly what I did. I played a 30-second clip because here you guys are sitting here acting as though you're all for the LGBTQ plus community when you're not. And I have proof of it, okay, for one. And for two, I don't know whose panel you were on. Like I said, I have heard of the Amber channel, but I don't know her, nor do I have a problem with her. She's never done anything to me. So I don't know her. All I know is the little bit that I've listened to her. She has a very beautiful voice. But that's all I know about her. So don't try to put words in my mouth, because if I have something to say, I'll say it to your motherfucking face. Okay? Let's be clear on that. Makeup mobster, a lot of meetings and fighting for him, but I do think he will do better with assisted over skilled care. Hey, the panel. If they're so confident about the insults, why don't they come discuss it like grown adults? Yeah, right. What throws me is Justin was on live the other night and said I wouldn't be nothing without Molly. I thought, wow, why don't you just tuck your tail and run? Amen. Yes, Pugs, I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad to hear that everything's okay. So there's a mod in my chat. There's a mod of his in my chat. Is that what the problem is? Or I don't know. And what the hell difference does it make anyway? Like, who cares? This is not middle school. Grow the fuck up. Okay? Please. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on, you guys. You're gonna hear some clicking noise. Usually I will mute it, but I'm not gonna mute it now.
For
1 second. Whoops. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, don't let them tell you anything because I'm not talking about you, sweetie. I don't know you. So I'm not going to talk about somebody that I don't know. I don't like your friend, but I don't know you. So I would never talk about somebody that I don't know or talk on somebody that I don't know. But I do know that they like to misconstrue things and talk a whole bunch of shit. So I just wanted to make that very clear. And you can go back and listen to if you would like. Okay, I'm checking my DMs. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, I'll have to know more about that story because I don't know too much about it because you guys know I don't watch them. So I don't know too much about it. Thank you, Phoenix. I hope he wakes up and grows his own channel. He really is hanging out under MGL's armpit at this point. No, I've listened for a few days. Your voice is calming. Oh, I cannot stand my voice, but thank you. Thank you. He always goes on Mega, but you never goes on his. It doesn't fit her narrative. Justin rates his friends on how many subs you have. Oh, I bet. You don't have a channel. If you don't have a channel or a low sub count, you're dispensable. Oh, I agree with that 100%. 100%. He just seems like that type. Justin is so deep, is in too deep to get away from. Listen, this is how I look at it, okay? I don't really know Justin that well, but the little bit that I did know of him, I thought he was cool. I really did. I had even modded him, but one of the reasons why I modded him was because he was so close to our mutual friends and she was a mod. And, at that time I trusted her. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's cool. But in my opinion, if you can sit and be complicit to someone bashing and slandering others and talking about others and just being okay with that, then you're complicit and you're no better than that person, in my opinion. If you can stand back and listen to somebody bash the LGBTQ plus community and all of that stuff, you're just like them, in my opinion. You have sat back and watched this woman do so many horrible things to so many people. You're complicit. You are right along with her and you probably fucking helped her ass do it. That's how I looked at it. So I don't want anything to do with anybody like that. I don't want to be associated with anybody like that. So that's why I keep my distance. But I don't speak on him, but yet here he is still saying derogatory things towards me, and it's disgusting to me. It's disgusting. Okay. Who is Hopi? Who's Hopi? Is Hopi in this chat or no? Do I know that person? Happy birthday, Carly. Happy, happy birthday, beautiful. Hey, Char girl. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. It's the real rant room. That's who Hopi is? Hopi is the real rant room? Is she in here still? Yeah, you're in here. You want to come up on panel, Hopi? I'm sorry, the real rant room. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called you that. I didn't mean, I don't know if that's your name or I don't know what the hell's going on, you guys. I was going to pull something up. I will put the link in the chat one more time if anybody wants to come up. If not, then I'm going to continue on with this shit. But I don't have much more to show. I just wanted to show one more video. Okay. Why are they doing something on you though, Hopi? Or the real rant room? What the fuck? You see? This is what they do. They slander people and bash people for no reason. Okay? You can do commentary on somebody. Like, okay, do commentary. But to sit there and there goes another person to add to the list that you're going to be bashing and shit. It's not right. It's not right. This is just all sad to me. I love all of you guys, and it's starting to feel like if I watch them, then I can't watch you. Then if I watch you, I can't watch them. This sucks. I love you all. I've never told you that you couldn't watch them, and nobody would make you feel any type of way if you do watch them. Mrs. Good Trouble. I don't know what they're saying to you over there, but I don't think anybody here in this chat has ever said anything to you. If they're bashing me and you're in there and contributing to it, that's different. But if you watch them, you're a grown ass adult. I would never say anything to an adult of who they can and cannot watch. I remember when he outed Jose, rest in peace, of the Summer Wells case, laughing and gossiping about him being on a website for dating transgenders. It was gross. That is who J for A is as a person. Wow. Hold on, let me go out. As my mom would say, Megamouth has a potty mouth, just dirty, gross, and Justin is just as bad by association, sadly. I agree with that. When your content is a stream, Michelle's live shows, and to criticize her, I wonder how you sleep at night. I love Tia's voice and her attitude. She is classy and sassy. Thank you, Brandy. I love I don't know your voice, but I love you. I think you're rude AF to Jenny Jen after she gave you a wrench to protect you on her channel, and you were brought to boot her on your channel. Not cool. Tia runs a classy channel and chat. I tried to. Yes, happy birthday again to Carly. He's talking about Hopi and Heidi now. Okay, who's Heidi? I think Miss Tia sleeps real good at night, like Beyonce. Go woman in your chats. Thank you, Darkly Dawn. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't have any problem sleeping at night. These people definitely don't. I don't lack sleep because of them, that's for sure. Tia has never been... Where'd that go? Outside the box with Chloe says, Tia has never been bothered by who her subs watch, as long as they aren't bashing her. Exactly. I don't care where you go, who you watch, as long as you're not, in the chat bashing me with them, I don't care. So if they're making you feel some type of way for being over here, that's on them, sweetheart. But that's not over here. Yaya is Heidi. Oh, they're talking about her, Heidi again. Of course. And you guys see, I don't call people by their real names because I think I don't do that. Whatever your name is here, that's what I'm going to call you. So that's why I don't know people's real names. So I apologize for that. I admire your strength and wisdom. Thanks for using your platform for good. You have a beautiful soul. Keep shining and you will. And wait a minute. Keep shining and we'll catch you later. Thank you so much, Char Girl. I appreciate you. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the super chat. It means so much to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't pick sides, but at this point, I'm not sure what y'all see to even support over there in Trash Crime Dramaville. It's poisoned my spirit. Yeah, I know. Thank you so much, Stranger Clegan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Send me the link if you guys have it, or here, I'll try to go find it. But hold on one second. No, I don't think he's streaming. It looks like a screen shot, in my opinion. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, I don't care. At the end of the day, people can stream. I don't care about that. But why is it that people think that it's okay to just go around slandering and bashing people for no reason at all? For no reason at all. My real name is not common. Mine really isn't that common either. He's showing SS Stranger. I don't think he's streaming. Yeah, screenshots of the chat over here. Really sad what J for A. Hold on, I lost it. Really sad what J for A turned into, bashing the very community he should be standing up for. He's not streaming you. He's talking about Mo and reading comments that Mo said. Okay. Who is Mo? He was streaming, yes. Yeah, I don't care about that stuff, you guys. I really don't care if people stream me. That does not bother me. Because at the end of the day, I stream people. That would make me a hypocrite. But what I will say is that when it crosses that line and it starts to turn it into bashing and slandering and doxing, that's when something needs to happen because of it. He was sent a screenshot of me becoming a member. Who cares? What the hell? Do you people have a life? I will be damned if I go over into someone else's freaking chat and keep track of people who are becoming members of their channel. I don't care. All I care about is if I'm being bashed and there's somebody over here that is supporting me and you're over there and you're talking shit. That's what I care about. Okay? But like, who does that? Who follows people from chat to chat and watches them and pays attention to where they become a member at? What the hell do you care for where she becomes a member at or not? The fuck? Like, I don't care about him. I don't care about his chat. You are the one who keeps talking about me. You are the one who literally will sit there and bash this very same community that you are supposed to be a part of. Because you don't give a fuck. Like, get over yourself for real. Because I don't care about you. You don't faze me at all. It does not bother me. You can call me whatever name in the book. I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm still killing it. And I always will be. And I'm running circles around you and everyone else over there. So I don't care. Clip this. Thank you for the super chat, Rianne. Says clip this. Thank you, beautiful. I love you. I appreciate the super chat. That means so much to me. Thank you. Yeah, clip that. Yeah, Molly gets the dirt on people and then uses it to keep them around because she'll out them if they leave. I wish that's what I want to do. I want to interview somebody. It was either makeup mobster, because it feels like it's happening with a lot of people, not just me, but it's also happening with a lot of people, like new people and things like that. So I want to interview somebody who knows about the situation, who knows like her, I don't know, her pattern of behavior. Okay. I guess obviously you could study that pattern of behavior or whatever, but I'm going to interview somebody. I want to like interview a lot of people. Just like with what I did on Without a Crystal Ball, I want to do the same thing with her, because I think people need to be aware. And I know that my hair is just like, it's just not working for me today. um, I know that there are so many people out there that just don't know this woman or know how she is. And I know that there's a whole bunch of people out there who know her, knows her pattern of behavior, knows what she's capable of. And I understand that there are some people who may have given her a chance in the beginning, or like even with myself, I was just cool with her because we had a mutual friend and I just wanted to be respectful to that friend. But in the same sense, I just hope that people there are so many people who are vocal about her, though, you guys. Like the Science Girl is very vocal about her. There's clip channels, Kool-Aid channel, Hell on Heels, something like that. Heels in the Air. I'm sorry. Heels in the Air. How did I say Hell on Heels? Whatever. That's a good name, though. Makeup Mobster is very vocal about her because she's done some horrible things to her. Like, it's never ending, but I would like for somebody I want to talk to people who have experienced it and who has lived it. Heels on the Ground. I'm sorry. Is it Heels on the Ground? Go talk shit and stick. I'm on your place, jealousy to come make. Well, all I can tell you is obviously he's looking at the chat. So, like I said, I put the link down in the chat. If anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to, or you don't have to. I don't care. It's completely up to you. But Hills in the Air, that's what I thought it was. Hills on the Ground is something different. I think it's something that they started, Phoenix. I think it's something that Molly started. My God, you're gorgeous. I've been staring at the chat this whole time. I looked up and just Sam Tia. Thank you, Laura Lou. So are you. You're absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous yourself. That's okay, Phoenix. I think Heels on the Ground, Phoenix, is an organization that Megamouth herself started, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's show this one thing. I'm sorry that they are talking about you guys. Heels on the Ground is Molly scam charity. Yeah, that's it, Bill Yee. That's what I thought. Thank you, Valentina. Thank you, Lanky. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. There's Heels on the Ground that's trademarked, and it has nothing to do with her. Oh. Yes, you're beautiful. Like I said before, I love listening to your lives. Yes, Justin is upset over a particular mod of his. This is absolutely childish. Grow the fuck up, Justin, okay? Just because somebody is in my chat that's a mod of yours, what the hell is your problem and why do you care? Like, I don't like I could see if this was a bashing Justin channel, but this is I don't give a fuck about Justin channel, okay? So why is it that you are following people from channel to channel or whatever just because she's in my chat and said hello and became a member? Who cares? Like these people act like this is freaking middle school, elementary school, for goodness sakes. But yet you can sit over there and talk about me and run your fucking mouth and RuPaul like I really give a shit. Eddie Monster, I don't care. You can talk about me. You can say whatever you want to say. Like I said, I was born a female. Proud of it. However, if I was born a man, I will be proud of it fucking too. And you want to go around and make those type of derogatory comments about transgender women, and you are supposed to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community. And then you have a nerve to be on someone else's panel acting all innocent, like, you know, your friend is, what did she say? I think she said she's a transvestite, or she either said she's a transgender woman. I can't remember what she said, but regardless, you're trying to act like Michelle said this, Michelle said that, when you were just saying the same thing a fucking week ago about me. Make it make sense. But guess what? I don't talk about you over here because I don't care about you. I don't. And you shouldn't care about me. You shouldn't care that somebody is in my chat. Who cares? She's not doing anything. She's not talking about you. I wasn't even talking about you at the time. So I didn't say anything about you. That you're not the title of this live stream. The title of this live stream is Megamouth and Michelle. It has nothing to do with J for all. Justice for all. People can go where they want to go. Like I said, I don't care if you guys go, and I think there are still some people who support me and Megamouth. All I care about is if you're in her chat while she's bashing the fuck out of me and you're contributing to that, then don't come back in my chat. Okay? But if you're in her chat because you simply like her content and you're over there, I don't care. I can't, we're all grown here. You can't tell people what to do and where to go. And I have just learned the hard way. Like I said, I did like Justin. I thought Justin was very nice. I thought that he, you know, seemed like he was very classy. And then once I started seeing, I feel like seeing MGL and seeing Megamouth, whatever you want to call her, seeing her and who she truly is, made me see the true colors of people that I once thought that I knew. Because if you could stand by and be okay with the majority of the things that this woman does, you're complicit and you're just as evil as her, in my opinion. Anybody who stands back and watches evil being done and doesn't do anything about it, you're just as evil as that person to me. You are complicit, period. So I just look at it like, wow, seeing who she truly is showed me how others were and the excuses that are constantly being made for her over and over and over again. And it's like, no, it's unfortunate because to see people that I once thought I knew, which I never really knew, Justice for All, but I never had a problem with him. I wouldn't have ever had a problem getting to know him, but he never wanted to get to know me. I feel like he's just like her, you guys. He's just like her. He thinks like her. He acts like her. His mentality is like hers. He wants to keep this shit going. He tries to act like he's all innocent and trying to diffuse the situation and try to make her be a better person and quit bashing and slandering people and acting like, oh, I feel so bad for Michelle, blah, 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 blah. And then the next day you're on panel with her dragging Michelle. So I just looked at it like, you're no different than her, in my opinion. I'll keep it moving and you keep it moving. but I don't talk about him that much because I don't care about him. Thank you so much, Stranger Clegan, for the super chat. I appreciate you. It says, you know whose channel this is? Teaya. Who chooses the topics? Teaya. Who remains unbothered by fuckery? Teaya. Amen, Stranger. Thank you so much. Love you, girl. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Oink, oink, this made me choke. Was a good saying Teaya did. Anybody can put lipstick on a pig. He wants to be like her, Princess 2.0. Yeah, when you can sit on the panel when somebody's just bashing the fuck out of people and just the horrible things that she does. Simply, you guys remember this. This all started because I said that a report was real, okay? So I'm the one that starts getting bashed. And not only did Megamouth come in here and say she was unsubscribing, but also went to her Patreon and told her Patreons as a dog whistle to unsubscribe from me too. Guess who did the same thing? He did. Justin did the same exact thing. He went in his Patreon and made sure that he let everyone know that he was unsubscribing so they would follow his lead. I have no respect for the man. I think he's a horrible person. I think that he's a bad person. And that's it. And I think the only person he cares about is himself. And obviously, Megamouth. I just hope she cares about him as much as he does her. Is she? Okay. Thank you, Valentina. Let me look, because I really don't check this, but thank you. I didn't get notified. Thank you so much, Valentina. That means a lot. Thank you so much for the PayPal. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. Thank you, beautiful. Well, hold this. Awesome Taken of the Year award goes to Eddie Monster. Eddie Monster. That's how I look at it. Like, go ahead, call me RuPaul. I don't care. I take it as a compliment, but I still say that making those type of derogatory statements, that's something that you shouldn't stand for. That's something that you should not be okay with. Okay? You shouldn't be okay with that. Drop the link. Okay. Excuse me. I will try to pin the link. Let me see if I can pin it so it can stay up here. Make sure that if you come up, you make sure you don't have to show your face on panel, but you have to show it in the background so I'll know that it's you. So hold on. Let me see if I can try to pin this. Amen, Monroe. Somebody said that the other day. I was watching them. They're like, just brush your hair. Just brush it. Let me see if I can pin this. Did I drop it?
There's always something to celebrate. Baskin Robbins. Seize the yay.
Yay! Okay, let me see if I can pin this.
I protect this club. And this is Flora Store.
I will pin this. I'll probably be on here for a little bit longer. I will pin this.
It protects by helping flush out bad bacteria.
I'll probably be on here for a little. I'm going to send her a box of damn brushes. I'm glad we are learning. Hold on. Okay. Now Princess would be a great one to interview. He must have. Yeah. It would be nice to interview him, but I don't think that he would ever do that. Like, I don't think that he would ever turn against her. Yes. Catch the replay. You've missed a lot. There was one more video that I was going to show you guys. It's a clip channel. Hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. If I can find it. But I am sorry that this shit is happening. Hold on. Show your face. Just do a little peekaboo. That's all. Or let me know in the private chat. I don't think Princess can. She says she's made her housekeeper sign an NDA. I'm sure he has to also. But really, what is an NDA? Like, how are you going to sue somebody? Like, you don't even, like, Princess lives with her. I would love to take the link, but it's too late that I would wake up my husband. That's okay. I will definitely do open panels again. Is this you? Real Rants Room. Is this you? You need to let me know that this is you, because there's a whole bunch of trolls out there and I need to know that it's you for sure. Valentina, you are always welcome to come on my panel anytime. Aren't you Michelle's mod? Or you used to be Michelle's mod, which is no problem. I just was curious. Thank you so much, Jenny Jen, for the super chat. You've got integrity, Tia, something they don't and can't buy. Thank you, Jenny Jen. I would love to ask you, like, were you friends with them? Like, obviously you were a mod for Justin, but why is it that they have a problem with you being in my chat? Like, you're not talking about them or anything like that. I know they don't like me, and guess what? I don't fucking like them either. And I never will like them. I will always be a person that will speak out against toxic people like that. And just because you chose to be a member of my channel, that's why they're doing a whole live stream about you. The Real Rants Room. Did you leave a message in the private chat? You have to let me know that it's you before I let you up. So just send me a private chat so I can know that it's you, because I don't trust people. There are too many trolls out there that will sit there and will try to. Oh, okay. She went to the bathroom. So this is her, Stranger Clegan, for sure. Okay. So it's her. Okay. Okay. Yes. Then I'll just let her right up. So you guys know that this is her. I'll let her up when she comes back. Can you just please explain to me, Jenny Jen, what the hell is going on? I am not going to stream them. And the reason why I'm not going to stream them is because I feel like it's a setup. He's listening to me, and I probably will end up striking him. Okay. But if I go and I stream him, I can see them trying to strike me. I can see them trying to do that. So that's why I'm not listening to it. We could probably listen to the audio though. Hold on. What's the name of his channel? Is he on his is he on his MGL backup channel? All right. Well, I'm talking about earlier though, he was. And People are so She comes back in here and block her, please. I'm not dealing with no flip-flopping people in here either. And I'll tell you why, okay? If you're going over, okay, going back and forth from this chat to the other chat over there, okay? With the e-begging, scamming, homophobic, transphobic, bashing, horrible people, if you're going back and forth between that chat and mine and you're saying something, you will be caught, okay? And you will no longer be in my chat. That's all I have to say. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why I do not trust nobody. This is why, because people do this shit all the time. Trust no one, especially as a creator. Trust nobody. I was never friends with Justin or his mod. I was sort of friends with MGL 3 years ago, and the live stream is about the Real Rant Room. They just hate me and the fact that the Real Rant Room is friends with you. That's just doesn't make any sense. That's ridiculous. I didn't chat. I just wanted to see if he was streaming you or not. He's not. No. I'm specifically talking about somebody else, not you, sweetheart. Is it Misty? I'm not talking about you, sweetie. Hey, Michaela. It's just the people that go back and forth and say things over there, then come over here and act like it's all good. No, I don't like that. My Jenny Jen Emo yeah were his mods. Oh, you were? Okay, hold on. Okay, 1 second here. What's the name of the channel? Hold on, I'll bring it up. Damn it. Okay, so there's something that I want to show you guys. Clutch them pearls. Okay. I want to show you guys something real quick. That's the one thing I can promise I'll never do. But I don't live with them too. You're definitely double safe with that. However, I do love nonsense. I don't have a problem with the nonsense channel at all. I did think that she was KJ at one time, but I don't have a problem with her at all. And I did apologize to her for saying that she is KJ, but I still do think that somehow she may be affiliated with that channel, but I don't have a problem with her at all. At all. Okay, hold on. Let me bring this up. I will play it on my phone. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to go get my drink real quick. Okay, clutch them pearls. This is like, really? Okay. Well, I don't see that he's even live. Is he still live? I don't see it.
I'll go.
I mean, I'm looking in chat, looking for like people talking real shit. You know what I mean?
Certainly, it can't be about an ascot.
Exactly.
The ascot that brought YouTube down.
That is just so sad.
It is. And it's
Oh,
sad
yes.
that people would get that upset about it.
Women, and we have a group of about 50,000 people. They're disgusted with Molly and Justin, and the gay community hates you, Justin. They're ashamed by you. And you want to fucking throw out there that someone's doing a fucking gay slur? No, they're not.
Bullshit. Okay. Bullshit. And I have the fucking proof of it. Now, see, this is going to make me mad, you guys. I have the proof of it. When you are going around, okay, let me just make this very, very clear. When you are going around and you are talking about someone just because of how they do makeup, makeup is all about preference. Makeup is art. For a lot of people, including myself, it's an artistic way to express yourself. Makeup is art. Makeup is beautiful. And guess what else, you guys? It washes off at night or whenever you want to take it off. You just grab a makeup wipe and wipe the shit off, okay? Everyone has their own preferences of what it is that they choose to do with their body. Some people like to get tattoos. Some people like to get tattoos on their face, you know, like their eyebrows. Some people like to, I don't fucking know, pierce all kinds of shit all over their body. Everyone has their preference of what it is that they like to do. And walking around calling someone a trans woman simply because she chooses to wear makeup is absolutely disgusting. And it's a derogatory comment towards transgender women. Yes, it is. And I can't stress that enough. It's not about calling me a trans woman. I don't give a fuck what you call me. At the end of the day, that all that is Megamouth projecting her self-image issues off on me, because at the end of the day, she can't do makeup, but she's supposed to be a makeup artist. She don't know how to fucking do makeup, for one. And for two, you literally were, people think that you are a man and you don't even wear makeup. Okay, so that's something, that's your self-image problems that you're trying to project on me. But at the end of the day, just because a person chooses to wear makeup, you don't make a derogatory comment towards transgender women. And that's what you're doing, because you're trying to do that to offend me. And she literally did like an hour-long live, a full hate speech. Of course, that live is gone because she knows better. But that is what she did. Okay. And guess who's right there, right along with her, saying the same exact thing? Go ahead and guess who it is. Because if you are for the LGBTQ plus community, the first thing that's going to come out of your mouth is, hey, that's not right. You're basically trying to insult her by saying she's a trans because she chooses to wear makeup. That's not right. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't make those type of comments. That is very, very derogatory towards the LGBTQ plus community, because at the end of the day, there are trans women out there right now who are afraid to even be able to openly say that they're trans women, okay? Because of people like her. That's my problem. If you're gonna insult me because of my makeup, but what does trans women have to do with it? It doesn't have anything to do with it. You clearly said it yourself. So at the end of the day, she wanted me to get offended by that comment. She wanted me to raise hell and said, no, I don't look like, but I'm not, because I don't take that as an insult, because you want to know why? Trans women are women. I don't take that shit as an insult. What I take as an insult is that you are using that to try to hurt me, because it shows what you think of transgender women. You're disgusting. And the fact that he sat there and has been okay with that, what the hell would you call that? Because I call that a fucking hypocrite. For someone who gets discriminated against, I'm sure who has experienced being discriminated against, you should be the first one openly telling her and putting her in her place and saying that is wrong. And I've heard other people tell stories about him saying horrible things. Teaya, you are stunning, you slay. I'm literally waiting for an eyebrow tutorial. You make me want to wear makeup again. When I was bold, I wore it daily. Oh, thank you, twin. Twin thing. I appreciate that. I love makeup, but I'm just saying, like, it's my art, it's my passion, it's what I love. I'm never gonna stop doing my makeup on the account of anybody. Okay, because I know what I look like without it, and I know that I'm comfortable with it and I'm comfortable without it. But do I love to slay? Absolutely. Slay or you get eliminated. That's just how I look at it. Like, that's how I was raised. And at the end of the day, everyone's different. And I would never, ever knock someone who chooses not to wear makeup. So why knock someone and make a big deal over something that washes off at the end of the day? That's ridiculous. That's nothing but jealousy, in my opinion. So don't freaking tell me that he defends the LGBTQ plus community, a community that he's supposed to be a part of. They all trans bash. Then with their selective outrage, they point out others when they all do worse. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I wanted to show that specific part of Amber's live stream, because here you are defending this woman who says that she's transgender, or did she say, I can't remember what she said, but you're sitting here having a problem with the things that Michelle has said about this woman, but yet you were literally saying the same thing a week ago about me. Make it make sense. And I have it all recorded. If you're coming up here on live, I'm only going to be on here for probably like the next maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So
for itself without, what was before it. It's just crazy. It's crazy. No context. Just putting things in to fit the narrative.
Well, and it's like, we didn't even say that. Like, I'd be up there live, and I'm like, no, we didn't.
Like, right before I went live, I told one of my friends I was going live, and she was like, oh, they're already saying you're streaming Teaya.
Yeah, I've seen that. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. He's not even on.
I'm not even live. How can I stream somebody that I'm not even live? I'm just telling you I'm going live. I haven't.
Didn't you guys say he was streaming me? I'm pretty sure you guys said he was streaming me. Did he stream me? What is he trying to say that he didn't? At the end of the day, I don't care. I choose not to waste my energy on that type of shit. People are gonna do what they do. I'm a commentary channel. I'm not going to strike anybody. Really, I really don't give a shit. Unless it's really, really bad with bullying and bashing and doxing and all that kind of shit. That's when I'll take it to the striking and do what I have to do. He just stopped to edit it out. Of course. He was streaming you and showing screenshots. He was not streaming. He showed a screenshot of the girl in your chat. I will watch it myself. I'll watch. I will never forget how they ganged up on that Black woman, Tulsa, invalidated her and dropped her as she was vulnerable and calm. There wasn't enough outrage over that. I agree, Laura Lou. I agree with that. I really, really love Queen Tulsa. She is an amazing woman. I think that day, what she was trying to express was just basically her own opinion about things that she felt. They completely dismissed her. That's basically dismissed her and dismissed what she was trying to say, which that's the same thing that, and that's when I really, really, really started to want to distance myself from Megamouth, is when she was being so dismissive towards Sherelle's world, simply for Sherelle's world saying that there was racial undertones in this case. A Black woman who probably would have done a way better job talking about this story and bringing more exposure to this story and doing it in a classy way, she would have handled this story way better than Megamouth. Way better. It's actually pretty sad. Okay, I want to show one last thing, and I think this is going to sum up what I have been. First of all, I'm not going to let you on, Phoenix, because that's not how you spell your name. And that's not you. So if you're going to do something like that, spell your name right. I'm not letting you on until you show who you are. Are you the rant room? I need to know and make sure that's who you are, because I'm not this person, Phoenix. That's not how you spell Phoenix's name. Okay. So if this is you, the rant room, you need to do something to confirm this is you. Thank you, beautiful. Okay. You look beautiful.
I look like shit.
Okay. No,
I'm
you
sick.
don't.
I look like shit.
No, you look beautiful. Okay.
Okay,
So,
I have to give you a warning. I'm half deaf, so I am loud anyway, but I may get really fucking passionate. Just saying.
That's okay. Just refrain from saying anything like, that I don't care if you cuss, because I understand that you're upset, but don't say anything as far as is against TOS. But go ahead.
Oh no, I say really random cuss words.
No, but I don't care if you cuss. So go ahead.
No, I'm saying I use random cuss words. Where the fuck do we start? Like,
what is going on?
Well, we can rewind a bit more in a minute, but today, there's a clip channel that pretty much has been definitely, or pretty much nearly allly linked to Queen OG, and the fact that she was running it and it was all about hate on Purple and Heidi, that she hated, and then as soon as me and her weren't friends, it all became about me. Well, now today, I'm in my live, I get a message that my nude is on their channel, and I have someone come in my room going, "You lied, you did send Dolly a wrench for a fucking a nude for a wrench." And I'm like, "No fucking didn't, nutter." And then I actually go and watch it, after. And yeah, what they've done is they've created a fake looking message to make it look like me and him are messaging, me and Dolly, and I sent him this picture. The problem is they didn't send him this picture. Someone else has given them this picture, or they've got it from somewhere else and they've added it in. But you know what? They're so dumb that you fucked up with it, because you've edited it and you've done it to make out as if it was me messaging him. Now, if it was me messaging him, please tell me how you would get in my inbox to get it, and that doesn't exist. Like, this is how
Exactly.
dumb they are.
They are horrible, horrible people.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I will go all about OG in a minute, because I was a good friend to her, and she can sit and be fake and make all these lies up, whatever. But for Justin now to sit there, huh?
I know. Doesn't she do like commentary on?
Well, she calls it roast. Yeah, she calls it roast, but it turns out that roasting is something that you do funnily with the other person's knowledge. And you know, it is funny sometimes, but then sometimes you'll do it about things that are, you know, a vulnerability to some people. And you know, she's done it for so long, and her channel was built on hating Bullhorn Betty, and now she's wondering why she's got enemies. And the reason I started falling out there, because she got these emails threatening her to report her to Ellie, and that they were to leave Bullhorn Betty alone, and they're coming for her money and all this. Straight away, she wants to blame Heidi Purple and that. And I was like, civil on that with Purple. Me and Heidi weren't like majorly talking, but I was just trying to be reasonable with her. And I'm like, yeah, but why would they? She sent me the emails, and none of it made sense for it to be Heidi or Purple. And then for weeks, she didn't sleep, acting irrational, going around, like she'd watch different stuff, and she's even blamed people that she gets on with, and now she says that I'm lying about it. Like, why would I? Because she'd watch in chats, and one of them would react a bit weird to something she said, and she'd be like, yeah, they're involved. And she made this huge thing about it. She said there was a big FBI cover-up, and it just went on and on and on. And the fact that if it's such a huge crime that's what's happened, how is it okay to blame Heidi with no evidence? And now she's put the emails out there, which is complete defamation and against the law. And if she's reported it to Ellie and they're dealing with it, they would tell her to keep it off the internet. They wouldn't tell her to put stuff out there and blame someone and break the law herself. Like, come on. But the fact that, you know, there's so many things. I mean, OG thinks that she is the best person in the world. She's the most beautiful. She thinks so highly of herself. It's ridiculous. And she does this thing where she gives everyone advice, but it's actually really patronizing and rude. But it's like she's doing it to like everybody and everybody. But hang on, what made you an expert to do that? You know, and the fact that she thinks she can do that, and she's so great, it's just beyond me. It's really beyond me. And now, because the reason why mine and her friendship broke down, because I was struggling. I've got a friend that is being irrational, not sleeping, having all sorts of conspiracy theories, blaming anybody and everybody, changing the stories each day. And I was getting really concerned about I was struggling myself, like physically and mentally. And she's messaging me 24/7, and I really am trying to help her, but I'm also really concerned about her and her behavior. And then it gets to a point where it's like she starts arguing with me about things because I'm trying to just be reasonable with her. Like, you know, she's blaming all these people and then doing it on social media. And I'm like, but if you feel like you're in danger by these people and you're pointing over there, then what if it's someone else that could actually put you in danger, you know? And if that was me, I would, and it was so dangerous, I would just hand it over to Ellie, let them deal with it, and stay stum online. I wouldn't be going on doing all this and doing crazy shit.
So they showed your
so today, so that clip channel was started, and it was all about bashing Purple and creating hate on Purple. And then Heidi, then they went for Tony's minor cousin, who's a minor. They did this to some other people too, and it was never done to me. I was never on there. But there was something like, you know, my friend Amy, you know, it was something was put on there because she joked about giving her dogs whiskey, which she doesn't. It was a joke, and they put up the RES PCA number and stuff. And I was like saying to OG, I'm like, how horrible of that, like how ridiculous, like she give her alcohol. She comes back to me and was like, oh, I've spoken to him, I got him to take it down. It went down for a bit and went back up. And it wasn't until the other day when OG fucking come up on Purple's panel and start screaming with me that I suddenly realised, like, okay, how come you knew this person well enough so soon on to be able to ask them if you're saying you don't know who they are?
Right.
And then when I stopped talking to him, we fell out, boom, the stuff about me's on there. Then there was stuff on there and I was being bashed, making out that I'm not deaf, I'm not half deaf, and I just rant and shout and, you know, as if I'm making it up. And my daughter went in there, rightly so, and was angry and was just defending me and was like, my mum really is half deaf and saying stuff like that. And then they were getting rude to her and she's like, my daughter's like, she was rinsing them, to be honest. She was like, learn to do some editing and that. The person kept doing the shh emoji, shh. Next thing you know, there's a video up and it was a clip where I'd been on panel, my daughter was next to me and I'd gone out the room for a sec. They'd got it with my daughter in it, Frank, and this other guy, but it was mainly focused on my daughter, my 16-year-old daughter. And there was it wasn't a comedic effect. There was no music. It wasn't a funny thing. And I went berserk. I went fucking berserk. I went in the tavern. I went all these other places. And I'm like, all you people want to be outraged when your kids get stalked, even your adult kids. I said, what are you doing now? Like, are you really going to carry on supporting them with that? And anyway, we went ham with it. We contacted Twitter. And my daughter actually handled it really well. She even emailed them. And then YouTube obviously sent them the thing and they blocked it out. They blurred it out, but the video was still up. Well, when they came in Purples the other day when I'm in there, and they're completely denying it's OG because we were talking about all the proof that is her. And I'm like, but hang on, why? I said, you did that purely because my daughter defended me and you didn't like it and you couldn't take it from a 16-year-old. So you put that video up. I said, that video was there for no other reason. There was no joke to it. It was no roasting, nothing. I said, and when you blanked her face out, what was it about? What was it there for? And they're trying to deny it. And I said, it's pathetic for you to target a 16-year-old because she defended her mum. And then they're like, oh, I'll take it down. Huh?
Who put it up?
I don't even know if we want to share the channel and give them attention, do we?
Well, no, but it's
actually no, we can, because you guys can go and watch the video they've done about me and see how you feel about it. And if you want to react and do something about it, you can. I'm not saying you should, but you can. So it's called Red and Blue Make Poo, I think. One of the girls will have it in the chat. Because it was called Red and Blue equals poo because red and blue equals purple, because it was a whole channel created to bash purple. And the funny thing is the main person that hated purple so much was, I mean, there was Tabby, but then there was OG. But OG has our roast channel. So, of course, she's making out, oh, I'm not bothered by purple and all this. So, of course, she's going to make a secret account. And this is what makes it a joke. And I've even said to them, you're cowards. Come up on panel. Use your voice. You know, why are you being cowards? And it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then it kind of got reasonable with them. And then they came in my chat today. And I said, you can be in here. I said, but you say one thing wrong or get arrogant, you're gone. And I assume they said something arrogant and they were gone. And then the funny thing is, there was a situation early on today with someone that OG was accusing before of being a troll account. Oh, this is the other funny thing. So I was out going with my daughter on Friday, and I'm in, what chat was I in? Purples. And I'm in there talking whilst trying to drive my mobility scooter, and there's a what do you call it, a troll account made for OG in there. Well, then OG does this video after screaming at me on panel, making all these excuses and blaming me. And she said that she'd got her copyright lawyer to look into it and they knew it was me. And I'm like, are you going to get a copyright lawyer on a Friday and they're going to come out and you're going to pin it on me? You need to get a new one then. Like, this is how ludicrous she is. Like, completely ludicrous. And then she had the audacity, because she came up on the panel I was on, because I was in Purples, we were all just having fun. My daughter's there, Frank's, you know, Heidi's there, we're just chilling out. And I think we were saying about the proof that we had that it was OG's channel, and Red and Blue was in there. Well, apparently OG doesn't watch Purple. Then boom, all of a second, OG's up on panel, and she's like, "So what have you got to say to me?" And I start speaking, and then she does this whole, not asking questions but making accusations to make me look like a liar. And as soon as I start responding, because I've stayed really quiet about her, I haven't said any of the things that she did in the last few weeks of friendship that would make her look horrific. And I have started doing it now, because all her and Justin have done since that day I took their wrenches is do lives. They've created hate. They're making people bash me. They did it today. They streamed my live and twisted something I'd said. And I then was turning around responding with the real truth, and because she didn't like it, she's like screaming over me and shit. And then she goes and does a video because I think one of the reasons when the day I took her wrench, instead of her coming and talking to me and sorting it out, she went and jumped on with Justin and did all that bash. For someone that called me her best friend and the only person she trusted, and the person she was ringing 24/7 and so concerned about these people, bit fucking shady. Really fucking shady to do that.
Okay, because there's some people who are confused in the chats, That's what I'm talking about here. So what does Justin have to do with it?
Well, he had absolutely nothing to do with me and OG, but basically I had gone through all that stuff with her being really irrational, not sleeping and just being crazy, and I was ill myself. And I was taking time off YouTube. But because of her doing all her crazy shit on YouTube and then coming to me, I wasn't getting rest. And it was getting really stressful. And we got a bit tense. She said to me, "Okay, I'm going to take a few days off YouTube." And I said, I think that's great. I don't want to fall out. And then the next few days, I didn't hear anything of her. But then she's going to all these panels of people she hates, but the people also don't like me. And it was just weird. And I didn't hear from her at all. And then I returned to YouTube that day to do the one with Missa about Dolly. And I had Missa on, Dolly's ex. We were over halfway through, maybe towards the end. She comes in and doesn't even say hi to me, no support. And even jokes and said, "Nice to hear you're alive." And then she starts doing that, "Oh yeah, the Queen is here. No one get rid of the Queen." And at that point, we were doing really serious topics about R and really serious things. And, for me to take so much time off YouTube and come back and do a really important thing, and she's my best friend, not to even acknowledge and show support, then her and Justin started doing this stupid playing around. They're talking about the Halloween outfits and stuff, both with wrenches, showing no respect or interest in the topic. So I messaged her and I said, "Could you please not do this? It just feels really disrespectful." And she ignored it. So then I had to say something just subtly, and then they were being idiots. So my only choice to do something calmly was to remove their wrenches and time them out. And then after that, they both came back in after their timeout, which shows even more little respect. And she's going, "Didn't you block someone in my live without permission?" I'm thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? And then she's talking about something else. She's like, "You could have spoken to me." And I'm like, and then that's why I got angry. And I'm like, I did message you. Do you know what I mean? And then I just blocked them both from there. And they both went over and did that live about me. Everyone was bashing me, making out I was so awful. And then I was clipped with just that moment. And none of these people had a clue what had gone on before that and all the shit I dealt with before that. And now, since then, they're both just running around everywhere, bashing, spreading so much hate and all this. It's just constant, absolutely constant. And it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And the fact now this Red and Blue channel, it's to get it to the point where you're going to, I don't know how they got that picture of me, but what they've done is they've edited something to make it look like I was messaging Dolly. And so I don't know, to get a wrench with my boobs out, which is fucking ridiculous. And they fucked up her firstly because you could see it's made up. And if it was me messaging him, how did you get in my messages when they don't exist? It just shows that it's made up. But to do that for that level just shows you how spiteful and sickening it is. And then now to be in here, and I come in here because I've had a really bad weekend with PTSD. I have other shit going on. So I come in here, oh, it's my safe space, I've got my girls, and then they're acting like that, and now he's showing it in there. What kind of victim advocate or any kind of man with dignity thinks it's funny to show a stolen picture that's illegal and that's being put out there? But you know what, Justin? That's fine. That's fine. I'll just do the same things I had to do with the other thing. Just have to do the same steps, you know?
Okay, so I had no idea that Justin was a mod of yours.
No. Oh yeah. He was modded in there. He never really came in though. Like I just gave him a mod because he's Justin. He always expects to have mods adventures everywhere.
And so you were kind of like friends with him, right?
Yeah, I was a mod for him too, yeah.
Justin.
I don't know, friends, but we were, you know, nice acquaintances, you know?
And does he know how you feel about his friend?
What, OG?
No, Megamouth. Are we talking about the same Justin?
What do you mean how I feel about her? Well, this is the thing. After that day when I took their wrenches, so many people came to me like congratulating me that I had the respect to do that, and I didn't care. I wasn't here to look asses and, oh no, I can't take their wrenches. I feel disrespected. I'm doing it. That brought so many people to me, and now I've met all these amazing fucking people and found out all this stuff, and a lot more people have come to me telling me their stuff, and now I've found out how horrific it is. And now I'm open to it. And now I'm able to talk about it because I'm not tied down to these people. You know, it's great. They've really done me a favor, to be honest, doing that. Amazing favor.
Right. Because I thought I never knew that you were friends with Justin. I didn't know that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, he's not a good person as far as the things that he
it depends what you class as a friend.
Yeah. Or acquaintances, you know? Or like you were cordial.
Acquaintances, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Because you know, with all the things that he has watched his friend Molly do, it's just hard for me to respect somebody like that. But
that's what I mean. Because of what he did, I've now discovered all you lot, and people have come over to me because I stood up to them and I'm like, I'm done. And then I started talking about them. I've now met all of you, and I'm finding out shit I had no idea about. I knew that Molly was a vile bitch, and I don't fucking watch her, and I've spoken about her before. But I'm finding out so much stuff. And ironically, I said some of it earlier on my live, and then he starts going over to Molly, streaming me, and then I have all these people coming and giving me hate, some of which I've known for ages, and they're saying as if I've done something awful, and I'm like, you haven't even messaged me and asked me. And it was, what I said was that the fact that all these people I've been around lately, and you know, there's so many people in the gay community that are really hurt by him and disgusted in his behavior. That's all I said. That was twisted, made out to be awful, streamed, and then the whole people coming and bashing me. And that's what he does.
Right. And that's the title of his live is about you. And
but you know what's funny? He already had one book for Heidi today. He already had one book about Heidi. We already knew that he was going to be doing one about Heidi, and we didn't know why.
And that is illegal to show someone's private pictures.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I just changed my. Yeah, and see my little name that I just changed up to come here with, my StreamYard name?
Yeah.
I couldn't be BNK because they think they're Barbie and Ken.
Your StreamYard name?
Oh, it's normally like Rant Room, but I changed it to Rant Hopi so that people know that I'm Hopi. But I added, you really fucked yourself with this one, and I put BNK because they're so proud that they're going to be Barbie and Ken for Halloween.
Okay. Hold on, ASAPs. I need to get this straight really quick. So the one thing that I would like to know is, can't you do something about that? Because nobody can show your private photos. is revenge porn.
Yeah.
And some
And this is
people
what's
think that you have to be in a relationship with somebody in order for it to be
no,
technically
there's
considered.
no rules.
And
There's no
that is
rules.
not true.
No, there's
That's not
none.
true.
I literally, and what's funny is the person that's done it would have been knowing, because I was trying to do a live and I'm having an anxiety attack and my power went out. You know, I've had a really bad PTSD weekend, so I was already really struggling. And then they go and do that, and they probably know I was doing that. And it's like, you're just shady, like, it's disgusting. But yeah, we've done everything we could. I literally got all the girls on the phone. I've had my girls helping me, Mo and stuff. And then that's why I came in here. Like, I was really upset, and I was on the phone to Mo, and I was like, I need to speak to Jenna, and I want to talk to you guys, you know, and say what's going on. And that's why I was just so far. I was all ready to come up on panel, and I was building it up because I was anxious. And then boom, we find out fucking Justin's watching, and I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It's like, he must have already been watching that.
I just don't understand
If
how
anyone
people
has any advice for what I can do now to make it more, because we've done a lot, and my friend Purple, I think's in here. She helped me because with Twitter you can get it quicker. We got a notification it would be coming down, but it's still up there.
There
And
definitely has to be.
I guarantee I'm being bashed over in dollies now.
Did you report?
Even that's made up. Sorry.
Did you report the channel that showed your pictures?
Can I tell you what I've done, so then you can tell me what I need to do besides that?
Okay.
I've got such a shit memory. Mo, if you're in here, can you help me? So, obviously, privacy, sexual conduct, nudity, privacy, strike for copyright, because it's still classed as copyright even if it's not on my channel. And no, I put in the brackets that they've done this out of it's revenge porn. And also, I know it's OG because some of the things that are involving it. Also, there's a picture of pink glasses at the beginning, and I was shocked when I saw that. It's like she keeps doing these things that we know it's her, and then she denies it because she thinks we're stupid and she's better than us. Well, those pink glasses at the front, I had sent her some pictures when I was picking out some glasses online, and they're I sent her. I haven't sent them to anyone else. Please explain to me why they're in the beginning of the picture. What has it got to do with any of the thing? I don't actually have the glasses. I was just picking some. Do you know what I mean?
What's the name of it? What's the name of the channel again?
I think it's Red and Blue Makes Two.
And another thing I want to say to Valentina, all those, like, I do think that there are a lot of similarities between MGL and Michelle, but I won't. And if you go back and watch the live stream, if you weren't here in the beginning, I'm not going to bash or go hard at Michelle. I would never do that. I feel like she is one of those. I just feel like she should take a break from YouTube and focus on herself, but that's just my opinion, and we're all entitled to our own opinion. I do not agree with the targeted harassment that's happening to her from MGL. Absolutely don't agree with it. It's more about the comparisons, but I would never bash her or be on my channel every day like slandering this woman, and I would never do that. So that's not what we were talking about. Mostly we're talking about MGL. However, we have talked about the similarities as well, and just basically that. But I would never, my channel would never be I feel like Michelle is, you know, some of the things that she has said is very, very problematic and hurtful towards a lot of people. And I think that has a lot to do with her clearly stating that she has a mental illness. And I'm not going to be talking about people in that way that have a mental illness. So I just wanted to make that clear. But hold on, I want to see this channel. Are you in the UK?
Hang on, say that again.
Are you in the UK?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know the laws out there and if they're different out there than it is here. Okay, so it's called blue and what?
Red and blue make poo. It was
Oh my
designed
God.
because red and blue makes purple. The whole thing is a hate channel. They'll happily put kids on there. They'll do all sorts, you know?
So even the first live stream says, "Hope you're lying."
That's the one
That's the first.
today. And do you know what's funny? They're doing it because, and I know the person now that's become involved to help her do this because of some things being said in it. And I started having people coming in my room going, "Oh, you're a liar. You did send it to Dolly's." And obviously, I've just helped Dolly's ex-girlfriend as a victim. And so they're doing this, but I didn't send him a fucking nude. They've just created that whole thing. That's how vile it is. And then Pink glances, what have that got? Huh?
How would they even get a picture? Like, how could they even be able to do something like this? Like, I cannot.
I think it's from one of my friends that's got it. Well, one of my old friends, and I think that person is talking to someone I've stopped talking to, and I think OG has deliberately gone to them and got it. It's from a girl, by the way. It's not from me sending it to a fucking guy. And anyway, it's like, oh, someone coming in going, "You did send nudes to get a wrench." Well, you know what? I can put the fucking messages out there the first time I spoke to Dolly and he offered me a wrench, and then I went in there. I'd never spoken to him before. Why would I need to give a bloody nudes to get a wrench? It's ridiculous. And the fake chat they've made, you know, if they're trying to show that maybe Dolly gave them the messages to show it, you can see it's been made to look as if I sent it to Dolly. But of course, if it was me, how would they be getting in my messages? And even if they did, it wouldn't be there because it never happened. They're just stupid. They're stupid.
And this is against the law.
Oh, yeah. And they always put great filters on to do covering up to get away with it. But if you notice, they do blurring on my face the rest of the time and then boom, really clear.
This is just, how is it that things are going this far where it's becoming that people are showing, like, this is, my
And for
Lord
what?
Jesus.
For what? What have I done so bad for you to put that out there? And this is why I really know it's OG. No one else would have the incentive to do this and the hate. Like, no one.
Right. And I agree with, like, this is absolutely wrong on so many levels.
And this is why I got so, when I was, I was going to come up and I was, having my breathing thing. And then obviously Justin infiltrated. So I thought, oh, I'll go up. And then, because I was on the phone to Mo at the same time, and she's like, he's showing your thing. And I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I'm like, and she's like, no, he is. I'm like, no, you're winding me up. He's showing it in there. What kind of man with any morals that wants to play that he's some great victims advocate and cares about people? Really? You've really fucking shown yourself, Justin. Really?
I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Listen, I look great. My boobs are great. I have natural boobs, I don't need to get fake boobs like OG and have a plastic all over my face, Sorry. I'm sorry that she's been doing such hateful things, and she really thinks it's like she said to someone, I think it was Heidi in emails, oh, it must be really difficult for the Mean Girls, which is Purple's other channel, to have me in there and just have such jealousy of a black, beautiful woman. Like, what? Are you serious? Do you really think that much of yourself? We all think much more of ourselves than that. We don't measure ourselves on that. And you could have like fake hair and have your surgery that you get done and have all this money, but if you're really nasty inside, it doesn't matter. Like, and if you really measure yourself on all these things,
you're right. You're absolutely right.
And she's very arrogant. She thinks everyone is stupid, and it's like she she constantly gives advice to people, but it's really like criticizing stuff, and it's the people she has no way doing it to. Huh?
Did you get like a screen clip of the part where Justin showed it?
Yeah. Because he deleted probably.
Oh yeah. That's
So,
why I wanted to make sure that you got a clip of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to go back and watch it anyway because I was told that he was streaming me.
oh, it's a beautiful thing. You know,
I'm
maybe
sorry.
he just wants to support his friend breaking the law, you know?
I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. How did it come to this, you guys? Like, how is it that people can get away with these types of things? You got MGL who, excuse me, literally described someone's picture. Okay. Yeah. Described what her picture looked like. That to me, I don't care. People need to get this straight. Revenge porn does not mean that, get this through your head, does not mean that you have to be with that person and then they go behind your back when you break up and then they show
It's any
your
way of using a sexual thing against someone in anger.
Hold on. You can be friends with someone, okay, and then end up getting a picture of them. If you show that behind their back maliciously, it is revenge porn. You don't have to be a partner with that person in order for it to be considered revenge porn. Okay? People need to get that through their head. You keep saying, no, you have to be in a relationship. That doesn't make any sense. So that means that just if you're friends with somebody and then you guys choose to not be friends anymore, does that mean that if they end up getting a hold of a picture, a provocative picture of you, and they blast it publicly on the internet, that means it's okay because you guys weren't in a relationship? Come on now. Like, no one has the right to do that. No one has the right to have their privacy invaded like that, especially if you're sending this to whoever privately. I don't know how you said that they got that picture or whatever, but it's still private and it still was shown with malicious intent. And
do you know what's even funnier?
Go ahead.
The reason the whole thing started was because OG received some emails, and the first one, I remember she sent me the first one and then the other two. It was someone basically saying, leave Bullhorn Betty alone, stay away from her, and that they were calling Ellie on for her abusing her kids, and that she's got the biggest net worth and they're coming after it and other stuff. And straight away, she was saying it was Heidi and Purple. And this is why I was trying to, and I wasn't even getting on with Heidi then. Like, I didn't know. I wasn't speaking to Heidi to find out. But to me, I just thought, let's be rational. You know, let's be rational. But what if it, and it was so much like, no, but I know it is. I know it is. I said, but what if it's not? And you're saying you're concerned for your kid's safety, and you're looking over here to someone that can't hurt you, and there could be someone that is. And this is why it was so blindsided. And she just went on and on and on, and then not sleeping, and then she's going everywhere. And like, even to people she gets on with, if they react a tiny bit funny to something she says, she's ringing me, oh, they're involved. And she was so outraged, going everywhere, that this happened to her. And she can't perceive that she's had her channel for a while, and it was all built on bashing Bullhorn Betty. And then she's done it to so many different people. How can you just go, oh, well, it's Heidi? Like, seriously? And it wasn't like I was saying, no, it's not Heidi. I was trying to be open-minded and trying to get her to process it. And this is when it became concerning to me, because she was so irrational. And really, I just can't even tell you how crazy it was, the things she was doing and saying and coming up with. And it's like pointing at something that's white and saying, see, look, it's blue, it's proof. And now OG has just put emails out that were meant to be kept private between her and Heidi. And instead of just putting all of them out and leaving them for people to read, she adds stuff to it, you know, to put the opinion on. And even that is a bit crazy. So now she's put this stuff out there, blaming Heidi for a nasty federal crime on YouTube, which is major defamation and against the rules. And she was, she was running around saying, because there was another channel that was going to play some of Purple's stuff, so she shut her channel down so they couldn't. And then some of the others did the same thing. But OG's ringing me like, they're all doing an FBI cover-up, and they're all doing it. And I'm like, why would they be doing that? Well, because they're guilty. And I'm like, but only me and you know that you got the emails. So I'm like, why would they be doing that? And how come it would be all of them? What would they be doing? And it was that kind of stuff. And they would just evolve and evolve and evolve from there. And it just got really, really, really crazy. And this is why it was such hard work for me. I was really trying to be a good friend to her, but then at the same time she's arguing with me, making me feel like I'm the stupid one, not listening to me. And when I've got chronic illness and I was going for my own stuff and you got someone messaging you 24/7, and I'm getting to the point I'm crying because I'm worried for my friend, and I felt so bad if I was to call someone else, because I also really believed that she was on the white stuff you could put up your nose, because I know that she was a user of it, and you're not sleeping, you're irrational and stuff. And I felt bad, as if I'd be a bad person to talk to someone that I was worried about her. And so now to be made out that I'm this horrible, awful person, like, it just drives me mad. Like, I literally got ill from it. Like, I literally lost my mind, and my mental health went bad. That's how draining it was. And the fact that she's gone around so outraged and made it such a huge thing, and she's getting people to hate on people because she's saying that this happened with no proof, but then she's threatening them all with LE and FBI, and then at points when I knew she hadn't gone to the FBI with LE, and then she said she had, and then apparently she went on her channel saying that it's not worth it, but then at the same time she's saying because she's in the mafia family, they're so protected. Well, if you're in the mafia family, why would you be going to FBI and LE and stuff? And it's just like, if you had have gone to them and handed it over, they would have told you, don't go online. Definitely don't go and fucking run your mouth and point fingers at people. Let them deal with it properly, because she would have sabotaged their case if that was the case. And her husband even asked her not to do anything and not to go online.
Okay. You guys, show your face so I'll know that it's you. And I'm going to be on here for about another 5 minutes. Thank you, Yaya. ASAP. Because I don't understand, well, I know who Queen OG is. I know who that is because I've seen a video of hers before where she was talking about MGL.
Oh, also, while I remember, MGL was saying really publicly that OG was a bully channel that was going to make people, off themselves. But,
Right.
she's going both pally with Justin. How does that work? And OG was really outraged by that. She was so upset. She did videos, really defensive. But it's like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, sweetie.
ASAP. Hey. Show your face, please.
I'm going to mute because I need to do some deep breathing.
It's absolutely just, I don't understand how anybody can show somebody's picture, like their neck, like a nude photo of somebody, like it's wrong on so many levels. And I don't agree with it. It is revenge porn on so many levels. That's why I hope that you saved the screenshots and everything and you have all your evidence together, because if you show that on his channel, it doesn't matter if he deletes it or not. It's still there. YouTube can still see it.
Yeah.
So just to let you know that.
She went after another of our friends whose son died 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she emailed her and kind of said some really cruel things to her. She's a creator, and she accused her of over medicating herself. Basically, don't quote me word for word, because this is just, what she told us, that she needs to stop medicating herself, basically, and basically don't grieve for her son that way or something, like, I don't know the word for word, which is awful. And
doing the advice judgment thing again, like she has a right to do that, you know?
Right.
And Tony, our friend, was going off on OG last night about what she put in this email, and she's basically almost crying, basically telling her to get over her son that passed away. And I had put in chat, maybe I should release the threatening emails she's been sending me about supposedly doxing her and making this video. I don't even know how to make videos. I don't even know this woman's name, where she lives, nothing. And she went at 3:00 this morning. I was talking to Hopi on the phone, actually, and I was on the computer, and I said, Hopi, you're not going to believe it. She just put all the emails out between the two of us.
You know what? I'm definitely going to have to check her out, because if you are supposedly against MGL, then you definitely because I swear they like share the same brain, MGL and Justice for All. So if you're against MGL, you definitely would be against somebody like Justin, in my opinion. So is she supporting him now?
Yes.
Or
yes.
And why is the video? Why is he talking about you too? Yeah.
What is OG supporting him? Is that what you just said?
OG has had it out for me. I don't know.
But hang on, why is OG supporting him when
for some
Molly
reason she
is saying,
said in one of the
Molly's saying
emails
that she makes
said
people
she's
kill
been
themselves? Like, what the hell?
But why is he doing a video about you as well? Yeah. What is?
I don't. She said she's had it out for me since May, which I don't even know, because I don't even know her. And
I can tell you that why later. I'll explain that later. It's just more deluded. It's
but
more
anyway,
deluded stuff.
She's been going from channel to channel bashing me. And one day I snapped and I called her the C word. I said, leave me alone, you effing C. I knew it was wrong. She did a video about it. I emailed her. I apologized to her. I apologized to her on a live, and I even apologized to her on my community page. And she and I emailed back and forth. Everything was fine. She says, as long as you don't mention the fact you talked to me like this and I told you these things, I'll leave you alone. She had put out 3 videos about me and a couple other people, calling us the mattress mamas because we are disabled women in our bed.
This is what I mean by roasting. Like, there's roasting, which you do with other people, but you're taking the piss out of people's health.
And because I used to do my lives sitting on my bed, so she named me the mattress mama because she didn't like me. So anyway, after I apologized, everything was good. And all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, when I was really sick, I've been going through some really serious medical issues, and I stopped coming on YouTube. And one of the mods in here, I can't think of her name offhand. Sorry.
In here?
Yeah. She's been helping me through this, actually. And
there's Rianne, Stranger, and Sparkle.
Stranger.
Okay.
And so she sent me this email saying, where are you, Heidi? Are you hiding? I heard you're hiding to find an attorney. And she starts threatening me. And I'm sick. I mean, I was sick. I couldn't even talk, nothing. And she's accusing me of being in hiding and doxing her children. And I'm saying, I don't know what you're talking about. You can go see the screenshots she's got up on her channel. I said, I don't know anything about you. I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone. And she puts right in there. She says, there, she admitted it.
What?
And she's put out all these emails. I mean, people can go read for themselves. I've got the emails.
That's what I mean. She's like putting it on there, and then Heidi's going, no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not me. And then she's writing on it going, see, she's admitted it. This is how crazy it is. How is that admitting it? And she's doing this all over the place with things. And then she's defaming people, hating on people. She's made this other guy be attacked. And it's beyond me. Like, and this is what I was trying to say to her. Like, you know, let's just see. Like, you know, because what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong? No, I'm right, you know?
Justin is I told you when I came up on your panel how he called me the C word in somebody's chat. And then he said that I'm the biggest C on YouTube. And Cinnamon just put in your chat. And I think this is exactly it. OG went after Justin for friendship to stick it to Molly. Her like for Justin, it went up, is fake
100%.
as FK by hate of Molly. So all
that's
of a sudden,
why she sold me out that day with the wrenches. That's why she sold me out, because of that. It's crazy.
OG and Justin got together. Hopi and I weren't getting along at this time. And she
but
was friends with OG.
But also, one of the reasons she was starting to hate me was because I was trying to be reasonable. It wasn't like I was saying, no, it wasn't Heidi. I was just like, look, can we just, you know, have some proof and stuff? Well, then she starts getting eyes with me, like, I know you're friends with Heidi and you're close to Powerful. I'm like, no, I'm not. I wasn't even talking to Heidi at the time. And then this is why that kept happening. And it's like, all I was trying to do is really look out for her, because it seemed to me it was very irrational. But also, really, what if her kids were in danger and it's someone else and you're not looking at them, then they could be doing something, you know?
Well, I need to do research on this Queen OG because I don't know her. I mean, I know Justin, but I don't know her.
Yeah.
Do you know what she's done now as well?
Like, she made a comment on your live when I came up here about Megamouth, and she had made a nasty comment about me in your comment section on your live that night.
Oh, really?
But you know what? Even with me, she was like, well, she called me her best friend. She knows how much I suffer with chronic illness and pain. Like, I'd be crying down the phone and suffering and having to go to hospital. Now she's sitting there slagging me off, going, oh, she just does fun things to fun things to fun things. And do you know what she said? She was like, I still want to meet you one day, Lila, about my daughter. She's like, I just can't stand your mum. And then she's
Amanda,
like, maybe
we already saw the pictures.
And then do you know what she said? Maybe you should try and be loyal to your daughter. About my fucking daughter. And I'm like, how dare you? Like, seriously?
Amanda Wolf, we saw the picture already. It's on the Red, White, and Pooh channel. Taya's already seen it, so she can verify that, yes.
Hold on, that's what I'm looking at right now. Hold on. Is it the thumbnail with the glasses?
Yep.
Okay.
And
let me watch the whole thing.
Okay.
So this is started back when he got Jimmy.
I'm watching it now.
If you get a wrench from Jimmy, it's because he wants to bang you. He sees something about you he thinks is sexy. Now, allegedly, what he's doing with Dolly Vision is he's charging people for this wrench. Oh, you want a wrench? Show me a nude. Show me your titties. Show me something.
No, the people started a rumor. Some nasty people that
talking.
You gave him a nude to get your wrench. Like, you fucking having a bubble on ya? I never gave him a nude. He was chasing me on other channels and gave me a wrench.
Okay.
Before I even came in his channel. I didn't even go in his channel.
I see the pic. Hold on, let me play the.
I didn't send it, and the people doing this, they've made it up. And this is how crazy it is. I've got people going, wow, you're trash. You sent a naked picture. For starters, it's not a naked picture. And if this is
How
being
the
made
hell
up,
did they get these
YouTube
pictures?
And I said before I had a channel. I didn't even have a channel at this point.
well,
This
this is
is
the
shady.
thing.
This is
I
very,
know where
very
they've got it
shady.
from. One of my girlfriends that we were in a group with, like, how would I know that one of my girlfriends is going to start sending pictures of me out? Like, fucking crazy. This is how I know it's OG.
Yeah. It's showing the top half of you. It's not showing like full
Exactly,
blown.
but also look at it. You can see that it is misplaced, and it says about Jimmy. So they're making it look like it was me sending that message, like it's a screenshot of me sending it. There's no details of me, and it says Jimmy. But surely, if they've got one off Jimmy that they've got proof of, it would be the other way around. So they're trying to make out they've made that, and they've got it from my inbox, which is not true because there's not one there. This is just shows how it just isn't true. They've made it up. Just right there. That's how stupid they are. She thinks she's so smart, and I'm doing this, and I'm going to make her look so bad, and I'm making this up. And, you know, and it's based on something that was some person I fell out with was trying to say to me months later, like, oh, you did that for a wrench. So I'm like, what are you talking about? And a t-shirt. And I'm like, I never even got a t-shirt. And the first conversation I had with Jimmy in private, he gave me a wrench, and I've got the messages. Like,
somebody came into Purple's chat tonight actually and said that they've got pictures that she sent to Doug, no thanks, nudes, and Purple never sent anything to Doug. And they said they're going to put them out in 10 days on her. So
see, look, now I've got people saying how trashy I am, and that doesn't surprise them, and all these people. This is what they want. And this is why I know it's OG. She's been so desperate because she knew that I knew the truth about some stuff. But even when I fell out with her, I didn't come out with any of the stuff. I didn't say anything. And she's gone
Okay,
so
first of
hard.
all, everyone sends pictures and all that stuff. Like, it's not trashy. We've all done it.
But no, they're saying nude. They're saying I sent nude, right? And it's been made up. And I didn't send a picture to a man, and I didn't send a picture for a wrench. And this is how disgusting it is. From the minute we stopped talking, she's going out making up lies about me to try and make me look really bad, because I think she was so worried because I knew loads of stuff that she was doing and saying, because she was accusing a lot of people, and a lot of people that she got on with. And so she went so hard, like bang, bang, bang. And it was going on for weeks before I even spoke up for myself. And as soon as I defended myself, when she comes on a panel screaming, and I'm like, my daughter next to me, she goes and makes a live like I'm the hideous person. Like, are you kidding me?
Yes, Jeff.
And to bring my daughter into it and go and post a picture of my daughter, it's pathetic.
That's wrong. Valentina, I'm a night owl, so I'm usually up. I'm Eastern. You can either come up today or you can come up tomorrow, whenever. You can come up anytime you want to, sweetheart. You're always welcomed on panel. So
can I just say, with him showing that picture and he's highlighting all these really disgusting, vile, hateful comments for me, which is what they've been trying to achieve for weeks, and I've been getting attacked and so much hate. Isn't that against the rules? Is that not good? Is that not a bad thing to be trying to cause this for someone?
All of this is wrong. All of everything that's going on right now is absolutely ridiculous. So now you have Justice for All making a video about this, you too. Then you have this Queen OG who's making video. Now, I don't know her. I don't agree with posting any nude photos or anything like that. But I don't know her enough to speak on her. I have to do my research. I don't speak on somebody if I don't know them. But if she is doing all of these things, obviously she's wrong for that. Like, this is wrong. Whatever happened to working things out behind the scene, working out things privately?
That's what I mean. Like that day when I took her wrench, I thought maybe she would just come and speak to me afterwards. We were best friends, you know, so close. She said to me, "You're my best friend, the only one I trust." And then she jumps over before I even finished my live, and they're on there bashing me, trying to make out I'm mentally unstable in case something's wrong. And I had people messaging me going, "I can't believe OG is doing this to you. And what if something was wrong with you? Why aren't they checking on you?" And I'm like, exactly. Like, I had to deal with OG for weeks, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, like, cut me some slack when she was doing it." But then I get pissed off, and I'm like, and I deal with it, and they're going and doing this. It was like 800 people in there. There was people cloning my name in there. And these are all people that I've been fine with for so long. And I've got, sorry, I don't even want to get upset. I'm not giving them stuff.
It's okay, honey.
I'm sorry that this is happening to you, sweetie. Have you tried to contact her privately?
Oh no, I already did that night, and she blocked me straight away on WhatsApp before the live even finished. So I emailed her, and I'm like, "What the hell is this about?" She's so stupid and deluded. She emailed back saying she was trying to say this mailbox isn't accepting all your blogs. She wrote nailbox and wrote it all wrong, and it's like, and I just messaged her back saying, "Please get some sleep. You know, when you've not slept for days and days and days, and you're making jokes about drugs, and it's just crazy." This is what I think. She tried to bash me. I think she was trying to bash me because she knew that I knew how she'd been. But the thing is I never went around saying these things. I'm having to do it now to defend myself. And I hate that. I even said to someone the other day, I'm like, this is getting so bad. I feel like I'm going to have to tell the fucking full story. And for me, that's wrong. Because for me, I think, oh, she's going through a bad time. She's paranoid and all this. And I tried to help her. But then you've got someone saying shit about my kids, doing all this and going everywhere. And it's like, and that makes me think, maybe, why should I give a fuck? Like, I need to just tell people the fucking truth. Like, enough is enough.
Yeah, and that's basically, we've been outing them for what I need
to just, I'm going to put my mic off for a minute. I just need a minute.
You know, and I had to block her from my email so she would stop harassing me. And then she goes on lives and says she's never emailed me. Well, really?
I cannot. So did the two of you address this besides just on my panel? Did you do like a video about it or anything to clear your name or anything like that? Which is not something that you have to do. You know what I mean?
We tried today. And
so I didn't hear it. Sorry.
So we tried today, and when I came up on your panel the first time, Justin and Molly was on his back channel. They did a 2.5 hour live about me. I don't know what they said. I didn't watch it. I don't care. And
yeah, well, I got a clip of that live stream, and she threatened me on that live stream. I think it was that one. Go ahead.
And
yeah.
Then we started, I think, talking about some of this yesterday, actually, I think, right, Hopi?
Sorry, say that again.
We started talking about this stuff yesterday.
Listen, this is
Yeah,
how
I know,
this is why it's so disgusting. Like, they're watching everything.
Yeah,
and you've got
they're
someone that
watching
you're so
everything.
good to and close to that knows you've got PTSD and like health, and that I'm so struggling. And it's like, we're such narcissists. We just don't give a fuck. We're just going to put our nudes out. Like, I just find it so inhumane and disgusting. Like, why would someone have so much hatred?
And she's supposed to be doing a live tomorrow.
About she's not even doing comedy anymore. She does no comedy anymore. She's just doing lives and bashing people. But yet she wants to sit and go, no one take life too seriously, and you know, all this other fucking shit. She wants to give everyone advice about everything as if she knows everything. But yet she doesn't see anything about her own behavior.
And
nothing.
So she's supposed to be doing a live tomorrow. I don't know if it's about me or about Hopi or both of us. And then Justin's doing a live tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
I'm doing one tomorrow too.
Because
I'm doing one tomorrow too, and you know, I'll message the girls and stuff. As long as you aren't doing anything, I'll give you the time, and I would love for you to be there. Like, and I was going to message anyway, and crazy.
But yeah, Justin stays out of drama, right?
That's what I mean.
Show your face, Queen, so I'll know it's you.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm not dealing with this.
Dealing with what? Do you know,
If
Queen?
this is her coming up, if she's coming up to run her mouth and lie.
No, not that Queen, sweetie.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Queen Tulsa. Yeah, no.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, you know.
I wouldn't do that to you guys. I would ask you if you're okay with that before I would bring her.
would scream over the top of. She would just sit and scream over all of us.
She asked you a question and when you answer it truthfully, she screams.
She wouldn't do that on my panel. No. Mm-mm.
She would. She thinks she doesn't call herself Queen for nothing.
You can't go on other people's panel and scream. You can't do that.
She does. She came up on Purples the other day when we were having conversation. She came up asking me a question. I'm answering it. She just starts screaming. And then I stopped talking because Frank's wanting to say something. And he starts trying to talk over and over again. She just sits there. I don't think she was saying anything. It was just something in a loop, like, you know, crazy shit in a loop. And I'm like, what are you even here for?
Mm-hmm. No, she would never come on my panel screaming. Mm-mm.
I'm wondering if she's. I'm not being funny. I'm just wondering if, because she only got her channel, could only get her channel so far, and for people to put comments that I've used Justin and her and Molly, I didn't get nothing from them. In fact, I never went up when I was around them, and I've gone up 300 just in the last few weeks since I've got nothing to do with them. And I'm wondering if that's her next move, because she needs to go into another community. Because if she's roasted everyone in the community she's in, what's she going to do? But the fact she always goes, but I'm about comedy. But all she's been doing lately is putting up hate. Like,
yeah, she calls her channel a roasting channel. Well, if anybody knows the definition of a roasting channel, the person you're roasting is generally involved in that. And you know that the people are coming there to roast you and make fun of you.
But also, it's so hideous that some people get upset with her jokes. But I can't tell you, she's always going to get thick skin. I can't tell you how sensitive she is and outraged if anything small is said to her. And then she has to run around, you know, making sure that everyone likes her and stuff. And it's just nuts.
Mm-hmm. Well, all I could say is that, you know, we will definitely talk about this again. Queen Tulsa, you there?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
How
are you, ladies?
Hello.
Hello.
So, what advice would you give to somebody? Because I'm about to wrap this up in a minute. What advice would you give to somebody whose nudes are being
Got their
shown?
tits out on the internet.
Yeah.
I would first say I'm sorry that happened to you. Secondly, reach out to the police, and make a
My
report.
daughter said that. She said, I think you should call the police. And I'm like, but they're in another country, aren't they?
Well,
I'll try it though. I'll do it.
Yeah, go immediately to the police and let them know that someone is doing revenge, the P word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what that is. You're being violated, you know.
I think it's the most shameful, disgusting thing you can do to someone. And this is how I just know it's her, because she's been just trying so hard lately to do everything she can to make me look like a bad person when I'm not even reacting and shit. And then for this to happen, because I'm sitting here not bothered, I'm carrying on having fun, and, you know, we're just laughing at it like, you know, that channel's ridiculous. It's just like, oh, I'm going to go to the extreme now. I'm going to go to the utter extreme. And this is why I'm just like, why would I think it's anyone else? There's no one out there that would want to do any of this. And the fact that she's such a beauty motivated person and she judges other people by their beauty and thinks everyone else is less than her. This is why I just think it's like, you know, in criminologists, I don't know what they do. You know, they try and guess their personality types or whatever. It's that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her thing is she created a character.
Oh my
on
God.
YouTube.
So she's put it up on
And
her
because
channel.
we are
Her whole thing is
creators,
created.
we are real people.
No,
And
no, no. But
she's
the fun,
just,
do you know what I don't get, Heidi? She's put it out on her channel that OG is a fictional character.
yes.
No one knows the real her, and no one's going to know the real her because she doesn't want anyone to know the real her. But yet she's going in all these groups. She's got people to turn against me that I've been so close to for so long and done nothing to, and they're trusting her. How can you trust someone that has put it on their page that is a different person every time they're around you and doesn't want them to know the real you? I couldn't. Now I found that out. Now I realize I didn't really have a friend. Who did I know? Which person did I know? I think I knew the real person, and that's why she got so scared.
Well, listen here. We're gonna make her even more scared because you're gonna go to the police tomorrow.
And so are you, because you've been defamed, and you need to go to the police about that because she's put all that up there, and she's trying to say that you've done a federal crime and threatened her children.
Yeah, she's accusing me of that.
Yeah, but we need to be worried about the news. You know, that's
Yeah.
your
Yeah, I'm more worried
privacy.
about
You know what I'm
Hopi.
saying? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Say that again,
violation.
sorry.
Nope, I
I'm
said
sorry, I
that's
hardly hear anything.
I
Shit.
said that's a violation of your privacy. I mean, no woman should have her nudes out there. That's not
I'm just
okay.
glad that it's not like I'm a smutty person. It's like my hands out my boobs. You can't even see anything. And he's got all these people in there going, oh, she gets naked and saying this stuff. She's trash. I wonder who else he sends it to. You know, all this vile stuff. What kind of women are you just to sit in a room and with a man up there doing that? And you're all assuming that you're believing that's true, that you're being shown, and
They
you're
are
going to go so
desperate.
vile and nasty about someone.
Well, listen, they are desperate. They need a man in their face. And it doesn't matter what that man what his shortcomings are. They are willing to stick around because that's what they're used to in their normal lives. They used to men disrespecting them. So that's a damn
I
hors
think that's
d'oeuvre.
why they were so pissed, because I wanted a level of respect. And when I've got my so-called best friend coming in my room and then him both with wrenches, and they don't even support me, and they kind of belittle everything I'm doing passionately to me, and also the victims there, and we're talking about, you know, sexual crimes, and they're joking. And because I didn't stand for that, they're like, he's literally going around fucking huffing his arm like, how dare she? I've never had a wrench taken away. I've never been blocked. I'm like, who the fuck do you think
But
you are?
can I
Like,
say
I'm glad
something?
I have levels for my friendship. I have standards, you know?
Yeah, but listen, I don't care if you was on the beach and you wanted to take a topless pic or however you did it. It doesn't give no
Exactly.
person no right to go around and do you like that. You're a woman. And Tia, we've talked about this before. Women are not protected.
Sorry.
And you have these men and these women that sit around and just watch us be attacked. I mean, they really have their popcorn and their Diet Pepsi just drinking away and laughing.
I have another question. So, I was on the phone to Mel, and she said there's certain persons in there. Well, the so-called friend I had put the picture into a group chat of other girlfriends, and that's how I knew. One of my really close friends told me months after it happened, and I'm like, what? That's nuts. And actually, someone sent it and told Dolly, and he went mad. He de-wrenched him. He even did a speech about it. And I didn't know because I was away ill. I think I was in hospital. And I came back, and the person who did it was attacking me as if I got their wrench taken. And I didn't even know what had happened, you know? And even Dolly was outraged and disgusted. But I know who the girls were in that group. So it's going to be one of them that's given the picture over. So what do I do with that? There's only
Well,
about 2 or 3 of them that maybe would have done it.
The best advice is you're gonna have to go to the police. You're
you
gonna
have to go to the police.
Okay, I don't know her name. I don't know where she lives. Hopi, I don't know if you have
But
that
do you know what?
information.
One of the people that was in the groups, I had to block her from my channel and being a wrench because she would get really drunk and abuse people. And she turned on me. She's from the UK. She turned on me and she's trying to blackmail me for my personal information. And then not so recent, and that was months ago. not so recently, she got really, really drunk. She was going around telling everyone that she was paying for my records, which is illegal. Then she told people she had some of mine and that I had crimes against kids. And I had to call the police and get them involved. And I didn't press charges. And I actually had a bump in with her today. And this is why I think those two people have now, you know.
Listen here, can I check you right quick? Can I check you?
Mm.
Listen here, the next time you do not drop no charges. Listen
I
here,
know.
listen, no, you listen. Your whole life could have changed just
Oh, I
because
know.
of a
I could have
damn
been attacked.
accusation.
I could have been
That's
attacked.
that's not cool at all. You
But and you know what I did? I said it in a chat when she got rude earlier. I said, you know what? I didn't press charges, and I said, but it's never too late. She went
ma'am,
mad. So she went
ma'am,
mad trying to tell the mods, going, oh, she's threatening me, and I'm like, I'm not threatening you. I didn't even say your name. And now
ma'am,
this has happened the same day.
listen, you need to, this is giving you an anxiety because you keep talking about it, you're getting excited. I think you just need to. Do they have a hotline, or do you feel like you want to unalive yourself? Are you having any thoughts? Are you
Well,
safe?
No, she's
no, 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 no,
okay.
no. Like I've had a PTSD episode all weekend, and it was just ironic that this happened this weekend. I've not had one in a long time. I just had
Yeah,
a
I'm
horrible
feeling
flashback of my
that.
childhood, and this is why it's even more evil that these people knew that. But besides that, no, and I know I would never do that. And if I had
Okay.
any thoughts, I would deal with it. But
Well,
I do
listen,
trust the
we
officer
It
have
that I
to
ran
definitely
on
ask.
that
seems as
person.
though hold
We
on,
have,
hold on.
okay.
It definitely seems as though you are having anxiety over this.
She is.
No, I already had it all weekend. That's the thing. Really bad,
Right.
majorly
Yeah.
bad. And then I got calm enough to do a live on my channel and chill out with people. And then boom, I get sent that.
Yeah. And it's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. Shame on, Justin. If you're saying he showed this on his channel,
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And we got
shame
the
on him for
pictures.
doing
Are you
And
that.
I've
talking about
taken,
Justin that rose with Molly?
Yep.
Yes, him.
and he's deliberately highlighting really, really vile, nasty comments across the screen as if I'm some dirty piece of trash that sent nudes and I might do it to everyone. It doesn't surprise them. What kind of person wants to incite so much hate on
Girl,
someone?
because he wants to be you, honey. You can't tell, honey. He
No,
waxes
it's
that.
not. He's so angry because I
Girl,
took his rent.
listen,
He's that
listen,
up himself.
listen. It's something about you. Listen, and this might be strange, but people can be jealous of you. It could be a male or a female. You're doing something right. You spoke to somebody that, your conversation, the way that you handle yourself, it comes in all different forms. So you just gotta listen here. Do you believe in the
Okay,
Lord
because see what
Jesus?
But he turned on me the day I took his wrench, and he did this whole parade going everywhere. And I was scared. I was getting told what he was saying. He was having fits. Like, how dare she? I've never had a wrench taken anywhere or been blocked. And I'm like, I'm not
oh
here. And I put
shit.
my thing up.
I took his
I
wrench
took
from
his
this
wrench.
channel. So yeah, he
Oh, there
has
you
had it.
go.
I took his wrench from my channel.
Yeah, so that's a lie. Tell another
It's
one, Justin.
disrespectful.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't, like I said, I don't know her name. I don't know where she lives. If Hopi has that information,
Who?
OG.
Oh, of course. She sent me all the emails that she was sent by these people. It's got everything in
then
it. Pictures of her kids, her address, her family, where she works. I'm like, are you really
Yeah,
that
but
dumb?
can you
I'm not going to
prove
put
that
them
it
out or
was
anything.
her?
I'm not going to do anything
Can
with
you
them.
prove? Hold on. Can you prove that it was her?
Well, we've got a lot of proof that
Okay.
she's that channel, but there is now someone legally looking into it. They might not be able to tell me, but if it is, then they can give it to the police kind of thing, And
Sure.
and this is why it's funny. I got that idea because when she did that live on me the other day, she said that she got a copyright lawyer on a Friday night because there was a troll channel about her and that she knew it was me and they're going to be dealing with it and I'm in trouble. And I'm like, it wasn't even fucking me. I'm like, are you crazy? And that's where I got it from. I'm like, oh, you can do that. And I said it on Purples earlier. I'm like, thanks for the idea, OG. You know?
Well, listen, ma'am, you can't be taking the bait. Listen here. She's putting that little piece of cheese out, and you're a little rat, and you coming over and eating it. You can't be
Right.
taking her bait, love.
Oh no! If this
Let
was
her.
any other weekend, if it's any other weekend, I would probably be going on panels and fucking saying a lot about it, staying on my channel. But it just so happens I'm having a fucking PTSD episode worse than I've had for 6
Well,
months.
you need
Do you
to
know what I mean?
you need to seek professional help. Teaya, I've got to give you a shout out. You are a very strong woman.
Yes, she is.
And you too, ma'am. Um, just being there for
Thank
our
you.
sisters in a
Oh, Heidi was on
crisis,
the phone to me for hours last night. You know.
I had her on the phone last night. I made her take her anxiety medication, drink some tea, and
We
got
just
her.
talked about normal stuff.
Yeah, so I've been with her through this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm
Mo
just really
today
hurt
was on
that
the phone
she's
to me
going
for
through
4
it.
hours before we came here, and that was Mo said to me, "I think you should go and tell the girls and see what was going on," and that's why we both came in here.
and I appreciate you telling your story. Like I said, you definitely, I agree with Queen. You've been violated. It's wrong to show that. You know what I mean? That's wrong. It's not okay to show a personal, private picture like
But
that.
do you know what is going to piss her off more? I'm really proud of my natural tits. I've had 2 kids and I'm 33. Pretty proud of them. I don't look bad in that picture, and it's been
No.
based on a lie. So in that sense, I don't think it's hurting me in the way she's wanting it to. It's just happening on a weekend that I'm dealing with something else. In a few days, nothing, it'll be different. And the fact that she's so insecure about herself, I think that's why she's done it. And unfortunately, I'm not. I love my body. I love my tits. They're natural. I've had babies. You're not going to shame me with my body. Yes, it's disgusting to do that on the internet, but I think they're wanting me to feel ashamed that I don't. I'm outraged. I don't feel shamed. There's very different,
I agree. All
Yeah,
I'm
I do
saying
too.
is that it's a lot of stress that you're going through.
Yep.
You can hear it in your voice.
So what are you going to do for the
100%.
rest of the night? What do you think that you can do for the
Oh,
rest
it's
of the
not.
night
It's
to
like
take your mind off of it?
It's 10 to 8 here in the morning.
Oh, well, you
Yeah,
need
no,
to
I'll
get
be
up and
ringing the
get.
doctors I'll be ringing the doctors in the morning because I do have my anxiety medications. I have stuff to manage it, but I took my last 2 when I was on the phone to Mo, and then obviously we've come in here. But I'm actually okay compared to what I was. I was really fucking bad before this happened. I was really bad.
Listen, well, you need to
And
let your doctor know that you're experiencing a little bit more, stress. I
listen,
mean,
I'm a vulnerable adult. I'm disabled. I can tell my social worker and it will make it a whole fucking different crime. Trust me. And
well,
I will do
listen,
it.
that's the route that we need to go, love.
Oh, I will. Me and Heidi were talking about this last night. I was telling her, girl, you've
Yes.
got to go and get this for defamation. I was getting pissed out, like, this is defamation.
This is
Don't let her
not
do.
okay.
No.
I can
And this is
handle
why
my stuff. I can handle my stuff from my
no, but I'm
end.
saying this is why we're becoming this big group. This is how I've now ended up with all you guys, because I started doing stuff to stand up to the stuff Dolly was doing, and I was helping
Victims.
victims. And then
You
because
have every
Justin OG
right.
turned on me, I've now met all these other great people. And now I'm in a circle of the people that I want to be with, doing the right things. I don't want to be with people that are just spreading hate and doing
Well,
drama
listen,
on
this is
YouTube.
another thing. A lot of people don't, some people that Tia does content on, they don't like her because she's all about bridging the gap. She wants to get down to the bottom of things. Don't BS her,
Hey, Jazz.
and a lot of people can't take that.
Definitely.
You're
And
And I
also,
definitely in
think
you
great
guys,
company.
please subscribe to Queen Tulsa.
I just did when you said that.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, I
thank
put her
you.
link in the
I
chat.
felt bad for Jen earlier when I came in. She said, I'm so sorry. I think this is being done to you because you're associated with us. And I'm like, no, girlfriend, don't worry about that. It's nothing to do with it. I think they're really angry now that we're all together because I didn't even know that you guys were linked in other ways and we all didn't know we were linked. I think that's getting to them, but I don't think that's why it's been done.
Yeah. And Lori, since I shut my channel down because of all of it,
Listen, in a
it
few
wasn't just,
days,
it wasn't
sorry,
because of
you go
that.
ahead.
It was more, it was affecting my health really bad, and I wasn't having fun with it anymore, and it caused me anxiety to go on a live who was going to come in and troll me. And my husband and I talked, and he says, just stop. And I said, okay. But Lori Davis, who's in the channel, her and I will be starting a new channel coming up soon called Heart to Heart. And we're going to bring awareness to women's issues, women's awareness, health, and everything else in between.
That's what Queen Tulsa does too. She talks a lot about those types of issues, what's going on in the world today. She covers a little bit of everything. So I think that would be a good way to start off your channel by talking about those types of things.
I love that I found all of you guys. I love that I found so many people, and we're all trying to want to achieve the same thing, but we're all doing things a bit differently, and I love it.
Yeah.
This is the best time I've had on YouTube since I joined. The best time.
And let's make sure we get our mammograms done. Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
I just had mine done in January. I just had mine done. Do you know what? Also, once I've had to speak to the law and see what they want to do, trust me, I will do a really fucking big live on this, and it will tag all their names in it, and I will let people know what they did, because I'm not going to sit and go, oh my god, that happened to me. I will do that, and I will put the actual story out there, and I will show the messages that actually were between me and Jimmy to do with a wrench, so that if they think, oh my god, it's just going to be like, no, it's not.
Well, you don't want that to see that happen to anybody else either, right?
Exactly. Right. And what we're doing all the moment, we're all trying to make people aware to stop other people getting hurt.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna jump down real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute.
Yeah, I know you want to wrap it up, and I got
It's
Hopi
3
tonight.
o'clock in the morning here.
Heidi's babysitting tonight.
Yeah.
You guys, you girls, ladies, beauties are always welcomed here. I definitely need to do research because I don't know who Queen OG is. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. Just stay strong. And I really do agree with Queen Tulsa. I think that you should take this legally. You've been violated. They're definitely going to want to know proof of who this is. I mean, if you're 100% sure that it's her, they're probably going to want you to prove
also,
that.
the bits that I do, the bits I have to prove it, then I can give it to them, and then they can actually prove it. I can go, this is what I have that proves it, and then they can go, and they do the other bit. You know, that's what they do.
Confirm it. Right.
Yeah.
Confirm it. Yeah.
Okay. Good night,
but don't
ladies,
just
and
sit
thank
on it.
you.
All right.
I'm
Good night,
going to
ladies.
jump down. I'm going to jump down because I want to grab some links quick. I want to grab Queen Tulsa's link and do all that. Thank you, Teaya. Lovely to meet you, Queen. Thanks, Heidi, for coming up. Love you.
Yep.
I love you too,
I'll see you
sister.
guys later.
All right. Love you, ladies.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Love you, Heidi. Love you, Teaya.
Spread love, not hate.
All right.
And Queen, do you have Facebook?
Yeah, it's the Queen Tulsa Show.
Okay, I'll find you on there because I'm never on Instagram. I'm
I
never
am,
ever
like-
on Instagram. But I know you have a show on Instagram, but if you have Messenger on Facebook, that's what I'm always on. So I'll find you on Facebook then.
Okay.
Because
Thank
I
you
would like for us to do a live together one day. So
Absolutely. Listen here, you keep doing what you're doing out here, bringing women together and really fighting for what's right. And you've always got my support.
And you have my support too, but I want us to do a live together and talk about women's issues and things like that. So I'm gonna
Absolutely.
get a hold of you so we can schedule that.
Okay. Listen, we have
Okay.
children, so trust me, I know how it is. We'll make
Exactly.
time.
Exactly. All right. Love you, sweetheart.
Okay.
Thank you for
Love
coming up,
you.
beautiful.
You're welcome.
Bye
Good
bye.
night.
She is such a sweetheart. I'm so happy that she came up because she's very soothing. Like she has a way with words. Um, I've really, really gotten to know her over these past like month or so, and she is an amazing, beautiful woman. Very, I think people kind of, you know, got the wrong impression of her, and the only reason why they got that wrong impression is because she was on MGL's panel and they made her look like she was just this mad, angry black woman, and that's not the case at all. But we all know how MGL rolls and how the things that she does to try to make black women look like they're horrible people and all that kind of stuff. So she's actually very calm and very, very educated. And I can't wait to do a live with her. So make sure you subscribe to her channel. Subscribe to the rant channel. And I think Yaya is starting another channel. When she starts another channel, I'm sure she'll be in the chat and we will put her support her when she starts her new channel. I am sorry that I'm gonna have to change, kind of switch around the topic of this live stream because it definitely went in a different direction. She's amazing, Commander. Like I said, I really feel like they misrepresented her because they kicked her off panel. They dismissed her. They made it seem like she was just, they tried to make it look like she was just like this mad, angry black woman, and she's not. She's a beautiful woman. And anytime she has ever come on my panel, she is peaceful. She tries to keep the peace. I think she probably came on my channel for a second and seen that there's this woman that's obviously, even though Hope was very, very calm, she was still, you can tell she's going through some anxiety with this. Anybody would be when you know, you're violated in that way. Anybody would be. So I think she saw that and she came up, and I think she definitely encouraged Hope to empower herself. Do something about this. Don't just sit on it. She's a perfect person to come up here and talk about that. So I'm glad she came up on panel. But her link, just scroll up. Her link is in here. But she's just an amazing person. And there really are some amazing people here on YouTube. Not everybody is trash like MGL. But I'm sorry that this live stream kind of went off topic. I'm going to do this all over again tomorrow. We're just going to do it a different way. But I don't mind when people want to come up and talk about what's going on because it still has something to do with justice for all. He's obviously shares the same brain with MGL, Megamouth. So, I mean, it was relevant for her to talk about it. I just think that a lot of people are confused because not a lot of people know who Queen OG is. I don't know who she is. So I'm going to do some research tonight and we may talk about it in the beginning of my live stream tomorrow. But I really enjoyed this live stream. I will be praying. Yeah, they really, really did dismiss her. Yeah. Like she was on panel and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And she was just talking about the Justice for Vaughn story and the racial undertones in this case. And of course, everyone who was on panel with her that night were being very dismissive. And then they ended up saying what they had to say and kicked her off panel. So they tried to make her look like she was just this angry black woman that was expressing and turning things into a black thing and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, they said all that kind of stuff because that's how they are. They are ignorant. They didn't even take the time to listen to what she had to say. Okay. So it misrepresented her in a lot of ways, but who cares what her people think, because they all think like her anyway, right? So regardless, I'm sorry that this got off topic. I've seen a lot of people in chat like, I'm so confused. I have no idea. All I know is that Hope is going through a hard time. The Real Rant the real rant room. Because somebody that she was formerly friends with, Queen OG, she's stating that Queen OG made a channel about her and put up some semi-nude photos of her, which is a violation of her. Now, I will say that it's not completely nude. From what I see, it's actually not completely. However, it's still a violation. She's still halfway nude. So, that's pretty much what I got. Obviously, that's wrong, but I don't know what the back and forth is. And then she also did something to Yaya. Pretty much they're going back and forth, and it's happening with Justice for All. That's what I know. But hopefully we'll talk about this more tomorrow. And when she does do a live to address this, I will share it on my community post so we can all talk about it. But tomorrow, the reason why I let them come up is because it does have something to do with Justice for All, who is taking screenshots of my motherfucking chat, okay, getting mad because somebody became a member of my channel that is a mod of his, which is absolutely ridiculous and childish. And then allegedly he was playing my live stream, which I don't know because I wasn't watching it. But regardless, it was still about him, and his true colors are they're showing. They're showing, you guys. So just watch, pay attention. He's not the type of nice person that he claims to be. He goes on that separate channel and he bashes people. Now, I don't know the whole story with everything, so I'm not going to speak on too much, but what I will speak on is, why are you in my chat? Why do you care who is a member of my channel and who's not? This is not high school. We are all grown-ass adults, and we can all make our own damn decisions. That's it. I'm not looking on your channel or looking in your chat to see if any of my people are in there, because I don't give a shit as long as they're not talking about me. I don't care. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging in there with me. The guy who says, I don't do drama. Right, sis? Tighten that mask. Tighten that mask up, girl. It's falling way too fast. Agreed. You do drama. You sit there and you talk about, you feel bad for Michelle because you do empathize with her a little bit, but yet you're the first person on panel with MGL bashing her. Make it make sense. You're a total hypocrite. Who cares who's in my chat? Who cares what they're saying in my chat? As long as they're not talking about you, who gives a shit? You don't get to dictate to people where they can and can't go. You just can't do that. You can, but that doesn't mean that people are going to put up with it. And that's ridiculous. We are adults. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. You can email me. My email's in my about section. Make sure you give me a thumbs up before you leave if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you be notified of all my future uploads. Thank you to all of my guests who came on panel. I appreciate you guys, all of you beautiful ladies. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And things will get better. I promise it will. But I do think you should do something about it. I don't think you should sit down. I agree with Queen Tulsa. Don't sit on this. Take action, because what if it gets worse? You know what I mean? So thank you to all my amazing mods. You guys are awesome. Thank you to all of you, to the new members and the super chats. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever. It's all interaction. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Deuces. And we will continue to pick up where we left off, because there is some stuff that I want to show you guys that I didn't get to show you tonight for a good reason. So I'm going to show you guys tomorrow some of the things that I wanted to show you tonight. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay? Got a little bit sidetracked. Love y'all. Deuces. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. Have a good night.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit.